Alright, hello everybody. How are you all doing tonight? Hello, Cookie Dough TD, Lana, Andy, Jeff's Battle Station, Iwanu, Goddream, Zemnova, Big Boy Desi. Hello. How are you all doing? Hope you've had a good week so far. It's already October. Can you believe it? It's already October. I can't believe it. I think it's kind of crazy. Time flies. It's like Cats and Kinder. Hello. Oh, Cats. Actually, I have something cool to show. So Cats and Kinder is a maker. They started making it a long time ago. I had some older caps of theirs a while back, and then I didn't have them. But just recently, they reopened a shop with like Cats and Friends. And they basically were selling these gamer kits with an enter. Pretty lovely color. I actually kind of want to use this WASD. So very nice little accent here. But let me show you what these look like. So they have this like shimmery sort of like the shimmery yellow color that I really liked, and yeah, I just realized that this would fit Nautilus because I just put the Nautilus set on this board because I was like, I want to use some artisans with it, and I have more artisans matching Nautilus than I do those that match Space Cadet, which is what I had right before this. We're gonna put them like right there. Yay! There we go. Yeah, I was like yellow. I love yellow, and then I was like, oh man, like I wonder what kind of key set would go with it. And at the time, I did think Nautilus, and then I also thought like I guess there's like Serica, but Serica is a bit kind of like more. Darker, I guess, sort of like oops. There we go. Alright, there we go. Just put this here for now. Da-da-dun. Anyway, Serica's like banana yellow. Yeah, exactly. Serica is like banana yellow. So a bit different color there. Diego wearing glasses must be late at night. Yeah, my eyes are a little tired. I had a pretty long day at work today. Well, I guess work, quote unquote, because it was like, so I guess bottom line is technically I'm like unemployed at the moment. But I'm kind of like working for free. I work in a research lab. So I did go in today to set up an experiment. So yeah, been busy today. I was out in the morning and came back in the evening. So yeah, just had dinner earlier and yeah, just wanted to stream. So yeah. Anyway, I have some mail that I just got that I showed some people on Discord, but it's a box. It's like a little box that I got these, but got a bunch of artisans from a big trade that I did with a friend. Got a bunch of Earls by Hungerworks Studio. This guy is a Blobbert by Tiny. Tiny makes things. It's a cool sculpt. It's like it's so cute. It's like this is like Mondays encompassed in the sculpt. or like hump days encompassed in the sculpt. This is like how you feel at work during the week, and then when it's a weekend, you're more like this guy over here. Anyway, and then this bottom one is the Fukotsu, which is like the collaboration sculpt between Hello Caps and Nightcaps, who did the Fugus, right? So yeah, it's the lightning version in purple. We got a bunch of cool stuff and a little 3D printed box. I think I'm gonna return this to my friend though. But yeah, so returning this to my friend, and but yeah, little mail. So yeah, I mean, hope you guys have all been well. It is late at night, so I'm gonna just get started right away. So today we have a Mode 80 keyboard that I was sent just recently, and I had to do switches for them, which are right here. We went with Tealios with milky Gateron tops and 67-gram springs, and Krytox 05 grade 0 for the lube. I lube the springs as well, of course. I am your friend now, like all of those artisans back. But anyway, I haven't seen this board before. As you guys might know, this board is very new. I believe it was sold basically like an in-stock sort of sale. So here it is, just empty blank box. I removed the labels, of course. But yeah, so it's the first time opening this, and first time seeing it in person, so I'm kind of interested in seeing what this is like. I've of course seen other people build this keyboard. Like I've seen that I think, was it Andy Wayne and a couple of other people built this. I'm not so sure what I think about it, because I didn't want to build like an opinion around it. I did, of course, look at the page where they were sold. So let me link you guys. I just had that page open. I am your client out like all of those switches. Okay, hold up. Oh, yeah, it's opposite side. Mode 80 mechanical keyboard. So I'm gonna take that out first. So it's packed with just some foam. I'm not like, this arrives quite safely here. But I can't say this is the best packaging I've seen. It is form-fitting, but not perfect. It's a generic Scotch 3M box. And inside that box is this second box with the keyboard. Okay, so you can see it's just it's a box with some foam, which I can't say, this is a little bit kind of meh, but I mean it's fine. It was snug in there, so that's enough, I guess. But yeah, I mean, if a generic box will fit this, then that's good. Anyway, so what was I saying? Gosh, yeah, it's been a long day. Anyway, Mode 80. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you the link, but in case you wanna kind of follow what the board is supposed to have, Mode 80. I guess this is a Founders Edition link that I have here, but I think this should basically apply to the other ones. Anyway. I just posted that in chat, but you can follow it together. So I'm gonna just open this. It's a magnetic clasp, so you can see there's magnets here, and then there's one other here. What does it say? It says, meet the 80. Keyboards have become integral to work, play, and creative expression. The 80 elevates the look, sound, and feel of this essential tool. We hope your experience with it is as fun as it is fruitful. Your friends and mine. Okay, cool. generic message about how keyboards are cool. There seems to be a microfiber, which I'm not gonna open for now. Maybe I'll just put it on the side, actually. Maybe. Might help, so. Looks like there's a daughter board. Some short daughter board. Nice. What's this? USB-C cable. Okay, that's kind of cool. Kind of generic, is this paracord? USB-C cable. Flexible USB-C cable. Cool. It's good that they include a cable for those who don't have one. I mean, at this point, if you're involved in keyboards, you should have a USB mini cable as well as a USB-C cable. And then there's these are the screws and little tools. And then there's a little card that says it's like that side profile. It says premium keyboard, premium, you know, like premium keyboard in English, German, Korean, Spanish, French. Okay. And then here there is a card that says, oh, it is a Founders Edition. Okay, I wasn't sure. So, Founders Edition, color is dark. So I assume it's like gray. A is for A stock, I assume. Caps, none. Switches, none. PCB, solderable. Okay. Assembly guides at support.modedesigns.com. Instagram. Share it with your hashtag, blah blah blah, YouTube, and modedesigns.com. Okay, cool. I might open this website just in case. But yeah. Okay, cool. And indeed, as Kat is saying, packaging has come a long way. Yeah. So for someone like Kat's, who has seen what keyboards have been like over quite some time now. Yeah, packaging has come a really long way. I mean, I'm used to still seeing just keyboard wrapped in like wrapping paper, and then put in like some sort of bubble wrap, and then, you know, covered many times, many times, and then you either put in a piece of foam or something, or you just put it into a box with a bunch of wrappers and like airbags and that kind of stuff, you know? Pretty much just whatever to protect the keyboard. Yeah. Packaging has indeed come a very long way. Okay, so I just remove this flap, and then we here have a carrying case with the board, I assume. So the bottom is form-fitted foam, which is good. So that's cool. The box is a little bit too big, I think. It's a little bit big for the entire thing, but I mean, I guess that's fine. A little bit of empty space. As long as the box is safe from damage, I think it's okay. It even comes with a bag. Yeah, it comes with this zipper bag. So the zipper bag comes with zippers with the mode on both. And then we just open this up. Hey, what's up, Chongosaurus? Dude, your F18X video, so good. If you guys haven't seen Chongosaurus's Susboards profile on YouTube, you should check it out. His channel has dope videos. His F18X video that he posted in the middle of the night yesterday, man, that was good. Anyway, so we opened this up and we just have some hard shell, not too thick, enough. Kind of reminds me of like just like cheaper like EVA or something like that. Okay, some Velcro straps. Is this like a pulling thing? Okay, all cool. Okay, so you can like pull this up. Just take it out. Okay, that's it. It's just the keyboard. It just fits the keyboard, and that's about it. Okay, cool. Simple. Simple is good. Yo, Rat Eats, hello. Croissant. What do you say? This keyboard will meld with your fingers and take you on a journey beyond the screen. Yeah, I know. All this keyboards now, it's all about that I call it like keyboard lore or keyset lore when they like put backstories and shit. They're like, oh, I was inspired when I was like walking down the street. I'm like, I mean, you just had an idea and that's cool. Or like you thought about it at home and then you thought about the story. But yeah, I mean, I don't really care, but you know. Alright. I mean, yeah, Jim K808 is an example, but I would say that There's others, like there's many key sets and many keyboards that have been inspired by something, and they obviously have to mention it. Like they must mention it. And sometimes it's a very long story. Okay, so we have our board here. Cool. So it's a dark gray color. My lighting here is a little bright for you, I think. Maybe I could reduce that actually, so it's more accurate to what I'm seeing. Maybe that's a little better. Dear diary, lighting looks cute with glasses. Ooh. Anyway, dark gray anodizing. Anodizing looks pretty good. Smooth. Chamfered edges. Rounded corners. I don't feel any seams. There's okay, so seamless design. Seams. Brass plate, PVD coated. Wait, no, is this brass plate? Yeah, brass plate, PVD coated. I think. Oh, never mind. I thought it's thick, but it actually has a piece of foam in between. So there's plate foam. So you can see there's look right where the left enter stabilizer is. You can maybe tell that there's a like foam sticking out a little bit. Anyway, there's a layer of foam right beneath the plate, the brass PVD plate. Are we able to take the stabilizers off even when switches are soldered on this plate? So for this particular board, yeah, you would be able to take the stabs off from here. Actually, all of them. You can take all of the stabs. That's cool, but I can't personally vouch for this cutout. I'm also noticing it is fixed. Oh, okay. Another thing, it's fixed ANSI. There's no step caps lock. There is no split left shift. There is split right shift, but the plate doesn't allow it. There is split backspace, but the plate does allow that. Okay. But the bottom row is 6.25 fixed. Okay, cool. Maybe they had an option, and you just had to choose one of the two. Okay, let's look at the back. Oh wow, that is shiny. Okay, I didn't realize. Okay, so this is the side profile. Side profile is pretty simple. It's just so basically similar to the F18X that we built last time. This is just an enclosure. It's a shell basically around the whole thing. And okay, so you can see my face and the camera, but basically it just says mode at the bottom, and it's this big, I heard it's aluminum. Yeah, aluminum that's like polished or something. Anyway, so polished aluminum or something like that. You can see the camera yourselves. But very shiny, obviously fingerprint magnet. USB-C port. You can see USB-C port, kind of tight fitting over there. And then wait a second. And then there's only 3 screws in the back. Okay, that is kind of sus. 3 screws in the back, and this is holding all together. Cool. Okay. I knew that because I saw that someone else was building one. But I didn't want to wash too long because I didn't want to, like, you know. Anyway. But I do know. Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, okay. Something I noticed just now. Okay. These. Do you see these rubber legs? Okay. Can you see this? You see this? It's very lousily placed. Here, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, that I don't like. I think it would have been. I think for the future, what mode designs or people should do is just provide the legs separately. Let people do it, or do it themselves, but do a good job, because this is not cool. Why this is not cool? Because if you are already adhere it once and you take it off and put it back on, it's gonna you're gonna ruin the adhesive, you know. I'm gonna try to fix it, but I can't guarantee that it's gonna be perfect. Okay, yeah, so that's something I don't like already. But I mean, it's like attention to details, you know. I don't think this is very good attention to detail. So yeah, that's not too nice, but I mean, I guess it's kind of This is a replaceable part. I mean, these are just bump-ons. You can just probably ask them, hey, I got these bump-ons. They came in hella crooked. Can I please just get some replacements? Thank you. And I would personally, if I were them, I would send out free replacements and eat up the cost of shipping, because this is clearly a mistake on their end. But I guess it's a fixable problem. But then again, still a bit of a I'm not sure. Do I call it a mishap, or do I call it a just poor attention span? I don't know. Anyway, cool. So again, fingerprint magnet. So just so you know, the board is $700, so quite expensive for a keyboard. Actually, I would personally be very wary of purchasing a keyboard from a first-time designer in the area, in the field, like in the community, for $700. $700 is a very steep price. I've only purchased keyboards over like $500 from vendors or makers who have at least made like 3 keyboards in the past, or 2-3 keyboards in the past. Never, other than that, I actually have not really purchased any keyboards like very expensive price without like making sure that I know that they're doing a good job. Anyway, so let's open this guy up. Looks like it just used a hex screw. Wait, this is too big. Oh, whoops. One bigger, maybe? There we go, okay. Anyway, how is the PVD quality of the inside? Okay, I'll have to look on the inside. Oh, this is a long screw. What the? Okay, long screw. Or actually, not too long. About the length of most cases, I think. Most cases screws, but I would say still sort of strange that it only has 3 screws. I personally am not keen on this. Rather than, I think, I would just call it a strange decision. I personally am not a fan. I have to say, good for you for wanting a screwless sort of look, but personally don't like feeling like these screws could I don't want to feel like my keyboard could have stripped screws, and stripped screws are the worst that can happen, because, you know, like it's really hard to get out and stuff. Like you have to tap that out and stuff. It's just, yeah, screw extraction sucks. I've done it actually. I've done it before. It just sucks. Like I don't want to ever do it again. So yeah, 3 screws for a heavy keyboard, kind of hard pass for me. Anyway, this is equivalent to 200-300 boards. $400 is a high premium to pay for in stock. From a detail standpoint, thinking they did disrupt the market because there were a lot of people going for the raffle. What do you mean disrupt the market? I'm not sure if disrupt the market is the right expression to use here. I would call it more like it's not even setting a standard. It's more like they're just a case. They're just an example, a case where, no pun intended, where they blindly sort of, or kind of, I mean, kind of blindly, or like kind of like as a first-time newcomer to the community as in design, were able to sell. It kind of speaks to the gullibility of people, actually. I think it speaks to the gullibility of people who can blindly trust a first-time design and still pay, you know, $600-700 on a keyboard without I guess not without hesitation, but still by making an active consumer choice. So I guess for me, kind of, I mean, I'm a skeptic in general. I'm a skeptical buyer personally. It means I'm cheap, but I always like, I'm the kind of person who like looks at like 100 reviews before purchasing anything and that kind of stuff. Ask other people who have this thing. Yeah, so let's see. So we kind of disassembles. Okay, so this is the top piece. Interesting design in the sense that it kind of like latches here, so I had to like pull it. So basically I had to do this. I had to do whoop and then whoop, sort of. So that's the way it came off. which indicates that there's these tabs here where the plate seems to latch onto, sort of like a plastic case does it. And speaking of plastic cases, this kind of reminds me of a plastic case, because a lot of OEM keyboards have like these posts, right? So this is an aluminum post. So these are aluminum posts on this top piece, only 3 of them to hold the entire weight of the bottom. A bit, and then there's some laser engraving, Founders Edition, 33 out of 50, designed by Beige. Okay, cool. I would say that anno hook mark over here, it looks like. Yeah, anno hook mark on these 2 sides where my thumbs are. Not too bad. That's actually, that for me, that's kind of acceptable. It's like whatever. It's on the interior. Overall, anno looks fine. I mean, it's smooth. And I don't see any like finishing issues or like machining marks, like tooling marks. Maybe at the corner a little on the interior, but it's actually, no, it's barely visible. So okay, machining wise, fine, cool, all right. But 3 aluminum posts to hold the whole bottom, for me, a bit iffy. Not very keen on that, but cool. It holds it for now, but I think over time I would just get nervous about it. Okay, let's get on to the plate. So actually, let me make some space here. Anyway, make a big splash, enough for high mount, in stock, luxury products. I wouldn't call it a luxury. I mean, is it a luxury product right away? I don't know. I mean, what is considered a luxury product? I think the definition sort of loose. It's crazy the hella people still went for it at that price. The face of it all really does pull in the newcomers, though. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's kind of flashy looking, with a very steep price point. Like, I would say this is extremely steep. $700 is a steep price. Comparing it to aftermarket is a silly thing to do, in my opinion. If you're comparing prices, compare it to other MSRP, you know? Other retail prices out there. Compare it to Keycult, compare it to Exclusive, compare it to Fox Lab, compare it to, I mean, like, the Mira, compare it to Rama U80, compare it to, you know, brands that exist that have a retail price, and they won't really stray too far away from that, right? $700 is a pretty hefty price. The LZMP was even less than that. It was like 600. Anyway, maybe after shipping that was like 700. But you know, but you had a guarantee for a refund, for example, on the LZMP. So yeah, it was an interesting kind of like social experiment almost. Anyway, so this plate is pretty much a very rectangular plate. It's just a simple rectangle with cutouts. It has 2 very thin gaskets, like pour-on pieces, I guess, on the left and right side. One that's right on all of the navigation cluster. I mean, like the space between the nav cluster and this navigation keys over here. I mean, the arrow keys and the navigation cluster, my bad. And then about equally thin pour-on strips over here, and then thicker pour-on strips over here at the top. I assume because the top has a thicker like forehead, they just are using that as a means to apply more of it. Oh, and it's only on the top. It's only at the top of the plate, meaning that they rely on the bottom also having it as well. So that means they want you to use the plate foam, because it's only held by the top here, so that the plate is also cushioned. So basically the idea here that I'm getting is that every component is cushioned by something. At the top you have the top case cushioned by these strips, and then following that, after the plate, you will have this plate foam, which is very, you know, it's just foam, so it's hard to like control. Basically cut out to fit the switches just enough, I assume. Oh, okay, this one is like more of a fairly universal cutout because they're trying to support other layouts as well. Cool, that's fine. PCB. I'm not sure if you noticed right away. Side mounting on a TKL. I could agree with that, Mr. Wood. Side mounting in the sense that like the sides don't like do anything. Like you should really just mount it over this whole, the top and bottom edges, and should be enough. But because there's only 3 screws here at the top part of the board, so this is kind of strange to me because a keyboard is slanted such that, I mean, the back side has a lot of weight, but the front side is kind of like you know, it's like this, right? So like there's a lot of weight on this side, like the center of gravity part of it. And so for me, it seems so strange that there's only 3 screws towards the top part, and then this bottom part is just being held by that. So there's basically some pressure, like if you could draw a force diagram, there's pressure this way, and I feel like that's something that could screw, like you know, mess with your screws. I would be a little nervous about that. Okay, so PCB, something interesting is that all the PCB components are in the top. This is the first time I see a top component PCB. I know that this PCB was developed by Mr. Gondo. This is Gondo's logo, Gondo Lindrum. He's a PCB designer with quite a lot of expertise. He's a very, very smart person. You know, electrical engineer. I believe he's a doctor. He has a doctorate in it. Very smart person. But he was asked to do this PCB with top side components. So this is just, you know, a PCB that probably just works fine. Cool. But top side components is interesting to say the least. I will have to say it probably is just so that, okay, I see now. Okay, so I mean, I guess they're trying to tell you that they just want the foam to stay flat on the bottom. So because there's case foam as well. So you have foam lining the top part of the plate, foam between the plate and the PCB, and then foam between the PCB and the bottom case. So there's foam. A lot of foam. Cool. Alright, so bottom line is there's a lot of foam. Bottom piece is actually very light. Fairly light. Let's measure this. I think the top piece might actually weigh more than the bottom, which makes me even more nervous. Just overall, I feel a little nervous about this. Anyway, oh, it's exactly 1 kilogram. So this aluminum, I heard it's aluminum. It definitely feels like aluminum. This aluminum piece that's polished or whatever is 1 kilogram in weight. Yeah. Several reasons why I don't like this. Mainly, okay, yeah, this is very light. Like this is definitely, this has to be aluminum. This can't be brass. This piece is big enough, but only weighs 1 kilogram. In no way is this brass. This has to be aluminum. This has to be something else that's not like steel or brass. It's way too light. PVD alu. There we go. So PVD alu, obviously it's a very fingerprinty board. I'm gonna wipe him off, don't worry. Thing that worries me, right? If your screws go through here, and attach to the top piece, well, the top piece is over there. I don't know, just aluminum is soft, you know? If things start shifting for some reason, a lot of pressure or something, yeah, this piece is soft, it's gonna dent and stuff. I don't know. I wouldn't like my. I don't like the idea of this part being aluminum. Is this alu on the page? Yeah. I think if they wanted to go for the luxury look, they should have done this in brass or something, or in steel even. But obviously they would be like, oh, that raises the cost a lot. But so you're paying $700 for an all aluminum keyboard with a brass plate. That's it. I can't say I agree with the pricing scheme. So are they charging you like $70 for the bag or something, and then a premium for apparently like having it in stock or something? And like what? Are they charging you $50 for the engravings or something? I don't know. it seems a bit steep, I have to say. This part is not complex. This part is not complex, okay? Like, this part is just a wedge, sort of. It's a plate with a few diagonal cuts, a tab here, shimmed off, and a hole. 2 holes. And screw holes. And a laser etching thing. So, you can see that the finish is not perfect. You can see that, oh, okay, so you can see, okay, you see those circles right there? Yeah. So, obviously the light exaggerates this, and especially around the screw holes, right? Obviously the light is exaggerating this, but I can't say that this is like $700 look. If you like shiny, it's a bit more like shiny wrapper, in my opinion. It just I don't know. $700 is just a lot of money, okay? That's maybe I'm just cheap. That's fine. But yeah, it just feels like a lot of money for 2 aluminum pieces and a brass plate and foam, and a bunch of foam. That's the only thing I'm not very keen on. So, my thoughts about this unboxing for now. But I mean, I suppose the foam will help in dampening a lot of the sound and the feeling of this overall build. So, yeah. So I guess we'll see what this sounds like after we build it. Alright, let's take this away. Well, now that I know it's aluminum, I can just one-handedly grab it. But yeah, sorry, I've been not reading chat because I'm like trying to focus on talking. So let's see. Simon would say alu. Wait, yeah. Do you like metal artisans or lightning? I would say I do like metallic finish artisans. I don't collect a lot of them, but I like having some of them for sure. Front part is slotted in. Yeah, the front part is, so the front part of the plate, Lana. Is it Lana? Yeah, Lana. It's like a tab. Wait, can you see this? Not the plate, sorry. The bottom piece is slotted and it just slots into the top piece. So that's another way it stays there. So basically, the attachment points are these 3, and those tabs, like the screw hole, like the screws that hold that connect the top posts and the bottom piece, and then the little tabs on the bottom piece. So those are your attachment points for the keyboard to stay closed. But the fact that it's, I don't know, just I'm not used to seeing this, so I can't speak for whether it's gonna last or not. I'm not an expert at. I can't simulate this in my head. Anyway, so the finish is meh. Salvo went to bed. He'll be crying right now. Salvo made this no. That's inside though. I mean, let's see the outside. Sure. Yeah. Okay. It's true that the outside is a better polished. It's still a fingerprint magnet though. I mean, like, it just looks like polished aluminum. Was it coated with something here? Because I mean, you can see there's a bit of like a little, like small little divots or whatever. But I mean, it's just smooth aluminum, which is cool. But you know, not for me. The look, I don't like shiny stuff as much. Not this way. Seems a little bit gaudy for myself. But you never look at the bottom piece anyway. So I guess you just put it down and move on with your life. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Sorry, I'm like catching on with chat. Plate looks nice though. Oh, news to me that 700 is a lot. It is a lot. I bet it sounds like a Noah. I bet a Noah sounds better. No, keep talking. This is good to hear. Thunder thighs. Hello, Jinte. Hello, Gerald Juby. Hydrate. Sure. I have some apple flavored beverages. Wait, I should redeem that in a bit. But yeah, so that was inside. I thought that was the outside. The before PVD coated. What the hell is going on with the finish around the feet? I think it's adhesive. Probably from misapplying the feet. Apple cider, apple soda. It's apple soda. It's apple. It's not so fizzy anymore because I poured it a while back. But it's this Sidral Munde. It's a Mexican apple flavored soda. Of course, I had to get the Mexican soda, right? I mean, if you know me. Anyway, let's get on to it. Okay, so testing the PCB first. It's brand new. Oh, daughter board, right? This is a commission build? Yes, this is a client build indeed. It's like a very short daughter board cable. Close this one. Okay. Soy mexicano y no conocemos ese refresco. Impostor. A ver, panchorrosos, cabrón. A ver, güey. Just kidding, just kidding. Let's see. Let's change the music a bit. I'm not feeling this anymore. Good old. Oh wait, shit. That's right. I'm not plugged in. Okay. All right. Let's see if this is flashed. First of all, it is not flashed. Does this have a via hex file or not? Let's look. Let's look. Well, if it works, this should work. Okay. Okay. Via. Okay, here it is. Can I use via? Is there a via thing for this? Or nah? Client must be crying now? No, I don't think so. I think it's fine. You don't know till you build a keyboard. You can't. I mean, like, finish of a board is one thing, right? But we won't know until we are done building stuff. Okay. So I can't see anything here. So I'm just gonna. Oh gosh. I'm gonna look up what's going on here. Maybe Gondo has it on his QMK wrapper or something. Mode 80 QMK. Is there instructions for this? Mode keyboards. Mode designs. Mode designs. Let's see. QMK via compatible. Okay, let's see. Is there firmware? Support. Gather tools, attach daughterboard, blah 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 blah. Okay, programming. All right, programming. Keycap firmware supports via. You will likely need to download the keymap.json. Okay, let's see. That's probably why then. Okay. So download keymap.json file. Put it in my JSON folder. Wait. Yeah, this is fine. All right. And then import the keymap into VIA. Okay. Yeah, sure. But it doesn't look like they don't provide the hex file, so they're assuming that it's pre-flashed. Okay. So let's just go to design tab, load draft definition. Just downloaded it. And okay, shows up as this. Cool, mode 80. And just plug it in. Can I only work in the design tab for that? I assume, right? Wait, no. Wait, no, that's not true. Okay, mode 80. Alright, cool. Everything looks fine. Okay, and maybe I'll just change those to print screen. Scroll lock, pause. That's all fine. Left control. For now. Let's change this to menu so it's easy to see. Cool. That's fine. Alright. Let's test it out. Is it flashed already? Yeah, it's pre-flashed. It's the PCB comes pre-flashed. But it's not on the VIA repo. That's correct. So I went. So let me show you. Let's see. Does this open up? Hold up. So I went to. So here's my browser. So I went to the. So it's support.modedesigns.com, and then there's an optional programming section here, step 12, and then it says it supports QMK and VIA, and then it says that if using VIA, you'll likely need to download the keymap.json for the 80. So yeah, it hasn't been pushed to VIA yet, so we're probably just waiting for that. That's fine. For now. Yeah. El cliente te mandó los switches? Sí. There's no PR out there yet either. Oh, okay, so maybe they're just working on that. Oh wait, no. What am I doing? I'm about to test the PCB. Let's see. Looks like the PCB does not support in-switch LEDs either. Not that a lot of people use them anyway, but just as a note for those who might be wondering, it doesn't use LEDs. Doesn't have any LED support. Not even on caps lock or scroll lock, by the way, just so you know. I know that the Heine H87DN edition had no LED support, but it did have it on caps lock and scroll lock, I think. So just in case you might get confused about that, just FYI. I mean, I think that's fine because I don't use LEDs anymore. I mean, I don't use them like unless it's just for indicators, and even then, it's only like once in a blue moon. No sabía que eras mexicano. Anyway, so that aside, yeah, I don't know what to expect from the switches yet. I've tried like milky top Gateron switches, so I assume that's basically what it's gonna be like. I assume it's gonna be pretty similar to this in terms of feel. Sound probably very different though, because the case is gonna be filled with foam, so that's gonna make a difference for sure. Oh yeah, I already tested the arrow case. So you guys know how sometimes when I'm like testing stabs and stuff, I put a piece of foam underneath my PCB. The reason I do it oftentimes is because it helps me hear the stabs. The foam helps propagate the sound, like it makes it louder, and so it helps me hear it. I have a feeling that this board might sound kind of like that, where like it's kind of like thocky, or like sort of like has that like foam like sound. Okay, PCB works. I mean, that's good. PCB works. This daughter board is straight up though, which is, I mean, straight down, which is kind of like different. So it's kind of tight. Okay, there we go. It's off. Alright, the PCB works great. It's like Asian face talking in English and revealing you're a Mexican. Yeah, I know, my friend. The F18X you built the other stream is right here. Was that one yours or a client build? It was mine, Mr. Epsilon. Yeah. So we have some Zeal stabs today. Haven't used Zeal stabs in a while. And 10. So I should just close this. Sorry if I'm kind of quiet. It's been a long day. You guys make me talk. I mean, like, make me talk and I'll answer stuff. Bougie stamps? Yeah, bougie stamps today. Aceite de coco para el recado. No, it's Krytox 205G0. Someone said it was coconut oil. I mean, it would be awesome if coconut oil were the lube that we use, because it would be hella cheap. But yeah, Krytox is expensive stuff, man. Like, really expensive. Like, even in bulk, it's not that cheap. Best Mexican hot sauce? Ooh, that's tough, man. You gotta just try a legit salsa. Like, a nice mixed salsa, like, you know, like salsa verde, salsa roja, salsa de habanero. Like, yeah, like habanero chili, like salsa and stuff. But I mean, if you want, I mean, like, people know, like, the popular brands. Like, people know, like, Valentina. So, like, you know, if you know, like, salsa Valentina, like, that's, people have it with, like, chips and stuff, like potato chips. Hot sauce or salsa? Yeah, hot sauce and salsa are different, I guess. But I mean, for us, it's base. For us, salsa is basically like hot sauce. It's the same thing. Like it's added to spice things up, right? It's added to make it spicy. Like so it's the same thing. Like salsa literally means like sauce. So yeah. Valentina for the win. El Yucateco. I'm actually not sure if I've tried El Yucateco. Yeah, I'm not sure. Mexican food, not enough acidity. Are you sure about that? I have a feeling. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that, actually, Sir Nighting. I'm not sure that Mexican food is not acidic. Definitely is acidic. Definitely has an acidic component to it. The thing is, you need to assume that the salsa and stuff is going to be in there. Like that's why it exists. It's not always optional. In some dishes, salsa is a must. It must be there for the dish to be complete. But a lot of people sort of don't think of it that way. Oh, American. Oh, my bad. I saw M-E and then Iken and I thought Mexican. Oh, my bad. Yeah. Okay, yeah, if that's the case, yeah, that's true. American food, not enough acidity? Yeah, for sure. There's lime in everything? Yeah. El Yucateco, like from hot ones? Oh, I see. I mean, is it like a blend though? Mexican food has enough acidity? Oh, for sure, dude. Oh, for sure. Lots of acidity, for sure. And lots of spice. Yeah. Lots of salt too. I mean, but I don't know. Every culture has different like standards of that, so. Some people just add a ton of salt to everything anyway, so it doesn't really matter what kind of cuisine they like to eat. Because everything is gonna have a lot of salt anyway. I like salt and pepper and stuff. Like condimented too heavily and stuff. I've been trying to avoid having too much salt and condiments and stuff because it's just not healthy. But I still eat like junk food every now and then. But I do try to keep it low with the extra stuff. Extra toppings. Siempre hablamos de comida mexicana cuando entro al chat. Yeah, talk about food all the time. Food talk is the best talk, you know? Food brings people together to the same table. We become equals when we bring food into the conversation. You know what they say, if you want to get to know somebody, eat with them. That's the best way to know someone, right? You see all their habits when they're eating and stuff too. Whether they like talk over you, whether they chew like loudly, whether they're the type of people who like will offer you first, whether they offer you to get drinks or like whatever, you know. Eating with someone, best way to get to know someone. That's why networking events always have those dinners and coffee and whatever meet and greet crap and stuff. Mexican food over everything else. Corn tortilla, very nice. Yeah, corn tortilla is the best. Do you recommend any place to get my first artisan? Places to get your first artisan? I recommend sort of like exploring what you like as your first artisan. Like, there's so many makers. I mean, if you want something sort of like in stock, I mean, there's makers like, there's like obvious things like Jelly Key and like Hotkeys Project and stuff. But I would say that if you want something like handmade, there's a lot of artists. If you look like on Instagram, you can find a lot of artists. Like for example, this was made by Nightcaps. This was made by DC Caps. This was made by Alpha Keycaps. This was made by Hungerworks Studio. They're all 4 different artists, individuals or groups that create handmade and hand-cast resin keycaps. So it all depends on what you want, and what your and also like what your budget is too, because they can be priced from decently low to quite high. So yeah, definitely pick your poison. Feed me. Food always a hot topic? Yeah, food is a great topic to talk about though. I love talking about food. Although today I had today I spoiled myself a little bit and had some Panda Express, because Panda Express is dope. Every now and then Panda just hits the spot. So yeah, that was Panda for lunch, but dinner I just had a home cooked meal. So yeah, that was much better. Korean food for dinner. Not including carbs make cooking super easy? Man, I can't not include carbs. No. Carbs are a life. Carbs, I love carbs, man. This is why I see people do keto and stuff, and like I'm just like, nope, no thanks. I love carbs. Nope, not giving up carbs. Imagine I've given up meat, but I haven't given up carbs. I've been vegan before, but never given up carbs. Never done keto. I miss rice a lot. Oh god, dude. I can't give up rice and pasta and like noodles in general and stuff. I like bread. No. It's too good. I know it's not good for you in excess, but just, you know, you can always eat less of it, proportionally speaking. Fortunately, I do have some self-control when it comes to like eating amounts of food, like certain amounts of food. I mean, I do think that if you put like a lot of food in front of me and stuff, like if you put like a pie of pizza, like I'll definitely be grabbing slices every so often and probably like eat all of it. But like if I do tell myself like, hey, like today you better not eat this much, I'm pretty good at it. I could do Panda Express every day. What's your go-to thing at Panda? So my like healthy go-to at Panda is gonna be beef and broccoli over brown rice. But if it were like, I mean, like whatever else, like I like the pepper steak too, or like their orange chicken. When is the first come first serve buy for the mode 80? I have no clue, Mr. Janky Render. I'm sorry, I didn't do my research on that. I'll tell you this much. I didn't even know that the mode 80 was going to ship right away until the client for today's build told me, "Oh hey, here's a tracking number, because they're shipping right." I was like, "What? They're shipping right away?" I thought because I was told like, "Oh yeah, like I have a slot for the mode 80, whatever," and you know, I was like, "Oh cool, all right." So then see, you know, talk to you later, right? Kind of like I thought it was gonna be like a group buy, and yeah. So yeah, I have to be honest. Other than the product website, I haven't looked any further. Yeah, I guess I just wasn't interested or never really looked into it closely. But yeah, late October, there it is. If you have up rice, or if you gave up rice, are you even Asian? Yeah, true story. I just ate up a bunch of lettuce cup stuff and just meats when I was doing keto. Oh, I do like having I love having meats in salads. Like cold, like cooking like steak to like sort of like maybe like medium rare, and then putting it in salads and stuff with like a bunch of other stuff is so good. It's delicious stuff. I love putting like cold meats into salads though. Salmon salad? That sounds delicious. Yeah. I love salads though. I like salads a lot. I don't make them too often, but I do like them. The reason I actually don't make salads like as a full meal is just because they don't fill me up. So I need to have it with something else. And by the time I'm spending enough time to make all these other things, I kind of give up on making the salad, even though it's the easiest part probably. But it just doesn't fill me up, man. So, like, you know, I make some and I just partition it over like whatever meal prep I'm doing. But even then, it's just like, get lazy. Get lazy. I'm a lazy person. It's unfortunate. I feel like you would drive a dank 1990s NSX. Why would that be? I don't even own a car. I know how to drive, I just don't own a car. I learned how to drive when I was like 15. ¿Cómo se pronunciaría el nombre de tu canal en español? Pues nomás llámale Lightning Keywords. O sería como teclados de rayito o rayo, algo así, no sé, güey. Teclado relámpago. But relámpago is not the right word, because that's thunder. Teclados rayados. Suena horrible, güey. Suena como si fueran teclados dañados. Como si los hubiera recibido y los rayé con, no sé, un par de tijeras o algo así. But yeah, I live in New York, so I don't have a car. How do you become proficient in Spanish? I lived in Mexico, like my entire life. I was born and raised there. And if the question is how do you become proficient in English, well, I just learned and practiced it a lot with friends. Forced my friends to talk to me in English even if they didn't want to, so that I would get it down to business to defeat the Huns. Doesn't the Korean food suck in New York? I mean, I just make it at home. But no, it doesn't suck. I don't think it sucks. I mean, I think New York is expensive, but it doesn't suck. Oh, Top Clack. Wow, Top Clack. Hello, everybody from Top Clack. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing all? Korean food sucks in Seattle? Chinese food is probably bomb in Seattle, though. Oof. Like, oh, yeah. Yo, what's up? Who's this? Is this Brian? Is this Jay? What's cooking? Oh, wait, this is probably Brian, right? Because this is, like, late at night. Is that the F18X? Yes, it is. We built it last stream. Oh, I built the last stream? But I say we because we're a community of people. We share time together. And bad opinions as well. We share bad opinions with one another. It's usually Brian, but it's not always. Yeah, I mean, for this time, for sure, I think it would be Brian because Europe, it's like It's like middle of the night in Europe, so that I would be very, very doubtful if Jay popped up at this time. Anyway, welcome, Top Clackers. How are you doing? Had one of the best tofu soups in New York. Oh, nice. Where was that? Where do you have it? Was it Korean tofu? Like a stew or like a soup? But like, what was it? Where was it from? So a lot of cuisines make tofu into dishes and soups. Tofu is great. Oh, I love tofu though. Tofu is awesome. Yes, I helped build it. Lana is a very is a member with a very active participation. Wait, where's my I'm missing an insert. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Where's the last insert? Somewhere around here. Where's the last insert? It's clear, so now it's hard to see. Do you guys see it? Is it in the bag? No. Did it fall off? I mean, if not, I have replacements probably. So. Well, I don't see it right now. So I'm gonna just go get a replacement thing. I thought I had all of them. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just didn't. Unless it's here? No. Yeah, I'll just get a replacement. It's fine. Oh yeah. Let's see. Wait, I have some here. Probably not these anymore. Yeah. Hard to see against this white foam? Yeah, exactly. That's what's happening right now. Aye. Alright. It's okay. I have replacements, fortunately. Gotta be ready for the situations like these, you know? But anyway, is this Dr. Lightning Keyboards tonight? Not a doctor, not anywhere close to that yet. But yes. Hello, Captain Ladies Man. How are you doing? Let's see. How are you liking the F18X? Seems like a cool design. Can't wait for it to come to US. I really like it, Megdon 510. It has a very soft typing experience to it. Overall, it's just because the O-ring makes it bouncy, and then the plate is pretty light and stuff. Overall, very light and easy typing experience. So that's the big perk on it. And overall, though, it's a very simple design. It's just it kind of it's kind of like seamless, but not quite. It's like the top piece kind of goes over the bottom piece. Oh wait, I shouldn't have taken that away. I need to do the wires. Gon is a genius. He's the Elon Musk of keyboards. That's a very bold claim. I wouldn't ever call... First of all, I don't want to call anyone the Elon Musk of anything. Because Elon Musk kind of sucks. I'm sorry. He's kind of a douche. But he's smart though. He's smart. He's a smart guy. Makes a lot of money. Brings innovation to the field because he has those guts and the brains, But I don't want to call anyone Elon Musk of something. It doesn't seem, it's not as flattering as one thinks. So I would retract that personally. If I were to say something like that, I would be like, no, that's not right. That's kind of mean. It implies that you might show promise at first and then become kind of weird later on, or just kind of show more of the weirdness. Just like Elon. Smart dumb guy. Yeah, something like that. Just smart, weird, like just strange person. That's what Elon Musk is, I feel. Kind of a socio, but you know, you can tell. Just go and look at his tweets. Much like some other people's tweets. Yeah, really shows the different nature of a person, or the true nature of a person. Are we talking the bad parts as far as innovation goes? I don't know. I think a lot of people innovate this area. So yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like I just want to keep observing. You know, the F18X is great and all. But you know, it's still one keyboard, and we've yet to see more. We'll see. It definitely benefits Geonworks that they own the facility where they manufacture, right? Having direct access to manufacturing and having it done, like having quick turnarounds, is a very, very advantageous circumstance for anybody in manufacturing. It just shortens the amount of time required to prototype. It shortens the amount of time between failures. You can experiment as much as you like at minimal, minimal cost, really, because it's minimal to, at least to you, right, who is running the shop. So that is a big advantage. Similar to, like, if you would put a comparison, it's like Matrix Lab is very similar to that scenario. Exclusive is very similar to that scenario. They all have some form of ownership over their manufacturing facilities. So that will most definitely give them a very large advantage over other people who design, I think. If they take advantage of their resources, it is 100% like, I mean, it's almost like playing with a handicap for people who are not in like, you know, involved in the manufacturing industry in some form like that. Yeah. Let's see. The Mode and Jaguar price is super high. Will this be the same trend? Unfortunately, it seems like people are thinking that every 10 keyless keyboard must be priced extremely highly after it reaches the aftermarket. I think it's a silly concept, but it seems to be like the demand is showing that, and I personally am not a fan. I mean, I personally just don't even purchase keyboards at that price. Straight up, just I'm like, oh, thank you for your offer, but I'll pass. I hope it doesn't stay a trend or become a trend that's just onwards and onwards like that. I hope I mean, I think at some point a bubble could pop, but I mean, I don't think so, at least for a bit. It's unfortunate, but I mean, it just means this. It just means you should make reasonable and responsible decisions during group buy phases. Participate in the group buy or an in-stock sale or whatever, raffle, whatever it is. If you get lucky, great. If you don't, too bad. But, you know, make very conscious decisions about that. And then, yeah, it's a group buy or bust mentality that you should adopt, I feel. That way, you know, you don't get that big FOMO, and also, like, you don't have to purchase everything that comes out. And if you don't, you just wait for the next one, you know. And you also don't purchase aftermarket. Aftermarket is what ruins you. Gringo64, what's up, man? How you doing, my friend? Can you mix different companies' Krytox 205, add them all to one jar? You can do anything you would like, Lum to Kwong. You can do anything that you want to do in life, you can do it. But I would personally not recommend it. I mean, reason being that they're probably exposure to different, like, environments. They, even if their chemical composition might be the same, like, in theory, you don't know that. You don't know whether a match is different from the other. I assume there's some degree of variance, because Krytox 205 is a mixed, like, it's a mixed thing. Like, it's grease. It's not. It's composed of many things. So no, I would not mix it. I would not mix two containers of the same material. or allegedly of the same material, but different companies or different like places. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. Hello chat. Oh, Dennis Brochill, hello. I think value is one of the things I want to see the most in TKLs moving forward. Yeah, the 8X was value for sure, for example. And what else was value? Like what else? What keyboards that are in like the 10 keyless layout or very popular layout other than 60%, no 60%, do you guys think is value? Because 60% customs do exist at a very cheap format like Tofu or like tray mount cases and such. Those exist. They're widely available. But TKL, people always complain that there's no TKLs. That's literally what I hear all the time. It's, oh, there's no TKLs. They're out of stock everywhere. Why is the only TKL I can buy a Leopold or a Philco? But they're great. They're great boards too, though. Polaris is a 60%, not acceptable. As I said, anything that is not a 60% but is also a popular layout. What do you guys think is real value? 8X was a gamble on QC for sure. 8X is no question very good deal, like very good bang for the buck. I can definitely say that. It's hard to do that right now. Everything is limited, done by raffle at this point. Yeah, if you just gotta wait. You just gotta be patient. If you don't get it by raffle, then too bad. You just gotta have that patience. I mean, if you don't want to spend the aftermarket, okay? Like, if you have a mentality of I want it here, I want it now, I wish you luck. Good luck, wallet. Say goodbye to it, and you know, hello darkness, my old friend. That's basically what I would say. Rama U80 is value. Rama U80 is not like cheap, but it definitely has everything in one package. That is no doubt true. That's very true. It does have everything in one package. It's programmable, blah blah blah. You know, good experience overall unboxing and whatnot. But yeah, Monster Gear Alu XOV2. I actually don't know too much about Monster Gear, but I have heard of their boards. I guess if you can custom build that and it's sounds and looks okay, then yeah, I guess that could be value too. For a while, like Duck Unicorn, that design was meant to be like kind of like more open sourcey and stuff, but they still were like somewhat limited runs in Korea. But you know, people made like acrylic cases of those too. KBD 75. KBD 75. Yeah. I do admit KBD fan stuff is definitely good value for what it is. Especially like KBD 75, KBD 8X. Those two, and like KBD 19X as well because it's a 1800 one, or the CP, right? That one's also pretty good deal. Pretty good deal for the money you pay. Let's see, TX EO87. Oh yeah, I haven't seen that in person ever, but I saw that when it first was announced from TX Keyboards. I was looking into it. That looks pretty good. This whole keyboard community is about that. I want it now and now. Yeah, for sure. OTD Koala value. This guy. Look at this guy. Lightning Jack Static. Thank you for your request, Jax. I'll try to get that for you when we're done. I just hydrated, Dennis, but that's cool. I'll do it again in a bit. Let's see, TX HJ75 and CPU with values. Yeah, I agree. Overall, that new line of TX boards has been offering value, good bang for the buck, I think. I think it's just it's like a we'll see sort of thing. I do wonder how they've been perceived in the community. I almost got confused because this is component side up. North Enter Stab, huh? Okay. Hex keyboards may provide some good value. Oh, earlier I read Cozy Fanatuti. Yeah, those are good value. But Cozy Fanatuti ones are kind of like, they are indeed custom. So yeah, they do offer good value. But at the same time, they definitely are different sort of like, I think like they're kind of like a different sort of like DIY sort of project category, I guess. Let's see. Some people do be balling and just be yoinking up anything if the price is even if the price is steep. Yeah, because also some people, because this is the thing. If they own that thing that they want to yoink the price up of, that they've already purchased before or similar, yeah, of course they want to raise the price of something they own, right? So that they can sell it later for more. I could see why people are doing that too. I mean, I'm not saying people are malicious, but it can happen. I actually do think that I was just missing one of those inserts by mistake, but it's fine, whatever. Let's see. Oh wait, there's literally nothing here that could conduct, right? So I don't think I even need these. So let's just check. Yeah, because there's no LEDs. Okay, never mind. There's one. It's just one, I think. Maybe two. Let's take out two. Let's see. Hex keyboards. I don't know what Hex keyboards has been up to, but they have a TK in the works. That's good. Good to know. Too bad they're planning to do another run of any of them anytime. Of what? Sorry. USPS still hasn't found my package. It's been almost a week. Oh man. Is this the KBD67 PCB? I think was it the one that you said? Was it that one? But anyway, this is kind of cool that Gondo did this. I think it's very like courteous kind of. Gondo did this little cool thing. You guys see that? You guys see that warning sign next to the screw hole? It's like the careful because there's a pad here, and if you put a screw, it's gonna short. It's kind of neat. It's kind of cute, rather. Feels bad. It was literally out for delivery. All of a sudden got lost. TX boards. They aren't planning to do another run of. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh man, they did look like kind of budget friendly here. If not, well, that's too bad. I guess that's not their intention then. Someone other than you, hello. And no, I got my PCB to work again. It's my springs and films from TX. Okay, at least springs and films are more replaceable. But I mean, have you talked to TX keyboards about it? I feel like they could help you, but I'm not sure. I guess you probably have a USPS case opened up now, right? So. Yeah, it's a pain. It's a pain in the butt when things go missing. I mean, I've definitely had that happen to me. So, yeah. I emailed them, but they just direct me to file a claim with the USPS. Yeah, that's usually what they will first do. Like, that's the first course of action, and then the rest sort of follows. Yeah. Shouldn't the vendor file the claim? No, usually the recipient files the claim and the vendor has a vouch for it, like the sender normally can vouch for it. Sometimes they ask senders to vouch for it, but not necessarily. The recipient is normally the person to file the claim though. Pretty sure. At least that's my experience with filing claims and stuff. Or like reporting things, it's usually the recipient who is unhappy, so like, you know, they're the first to file. Usually, and I think that's what USPS expects from people. Alright, so we're gonna use this plate foam today, so it might get a little inconvenient though, because this thing's kind of thin. Let's see, so just put it on top, Probably have to line it up with a few switches and stuff as well. Okay, cool. Okay, well, I think that's... It'll probably line itself once I start putting switches in. Is the plate alu or brass? It's brass. It's PVD brass. Okay, let's do the corners first. What are your thoughts of the board so far? I had a lot of thoughts, but basically it's that price is kind of steep. It's interesting to see that there's only 3 screws that attach the bottom to the top piece, and there's this tabbed sort of like bottom piece that serves as an attachment to the top piece. Basically, the reason I imagine they did it is to maintain the seamless look, and at the same time not have a lot of screws, so that they could like kind of like not show off, but like sort of like have that polished or PVD aluminum bottom piece to be like kind of like, you know, an eye catcher. Like what else was there? Like the overall anodizing is fine. There's a lot of foam though, as you can see. There's plate foam. There's a case foam that goes underneath the PCB. The underneath of the PCB is completely flat except for the switch pins, which I think that's counterintuitive, because if the components were down here but the switch pins are already here, like, you know, there's still some sort of protuberation sticking out here from the PCB. So the components are like about as tall, so it's kind of moot point, I think, having the components on the top side than the underside. I guess some request that they did to Gondel Lindrum when they commissioned this PCB from him. Kind of an odd choice for me, in my opinion, as an engineer. But I think that's whatever. I mean, if that's what they wanted, then that's what they wanted. But yeah, so there's plate foam. So there's foam between the plate and the PCB. There's foam underneath the PCB, and then there's foam on the top plate. On the top of the plate that will cushion against top aluminum piece. So a lot of foam. Retail is $700 or something like that. And yeah, they could have put the screws under the feet. I agree with that, but well, not if they use those feet. If they use those feet, then I would not put the screws under them. If they use like regular smaller feet, then maybe. Or do it like Gion. Gion did an interesting thing with the feet where he put it under these covers. So look at this. So there are these little pegs, basically, rubber pegs, and you just remove it, so you put it back on, and they're easily replaceable. Screws underneath, hides the screw. I think that's perfect. I think that's a cool solution. It's a good solution. Let's see. Doesn't seem too bad since the bottom is a lighter alu. Yeah, I think that's okay. But pretty different. Yeah, it is. It is sort of like different to. Yeah, I don't know. I think the fact that the case is all alu and it's not very complex machining wise makes me feel like a $700 cost is kind of high. But that's just because. So I think, okay, so this comes from the perspective of somebody who is a little bit more okay about waiting in group buys. But I understand there's people who are like, I would rather pay $200 more and get it today. Because $200 is gonna save me $1 each day that I don't wait, because it's gonna take 200 days or whatever, right? Or like even longer probably, but which is fair. That's a fair argument to make too. You pay a premium to get it now. Okay, fair. Still kind of expensive though, in my opinion. I think $700 for a retail keyboard that's all aluminum, and like what's unique about it is that there's more foam and that there's a brass plate and a certain look to it, or branding. Just whatever. I don't feel neither strongly positive nor negative about it. I just feel like indifferent. I just feel like I would probably just pass on and be like, oh, like, you know, good luck on your group buy, or good luck on your in stock sale, and you know, move on and find something else that I do like for the same price. Like if I had that money in my pocket right now and I had to choose what product do I buy with the same amount of money, I'm not sure if I would pick this one just from the features. Just from the features. The rubber peg's a good idea. Would much rather get another board for that price, or you can save it for a bit more for a different board. There are pegs on the Mode 80 as well. Yeah, I saw the little baggie of thingies. It looks like the pegs probably fit at the top of the hex screw, but I mean, it's still like, you still know it's a screw, right? So, but the main like leg is the strips. It's the two strips at the bottom, like the Rama style leg, or not leg, but like foot. I don't even know, what do you call it? Cushion, bump on, yeah. The strip bump on, like that. That's sort of like what people are considering the bottom foot or rubber feet to be. So, all right. So I think there's enough switches for now. Let's test it out. Notice doing a pre-order at $540. Okay. I see. For the same board. I mean, they did have a prototype, Bubo. They did have a prototype for this keyboard. They did have a prototype. And stuff. But, I guess for me, the photos were not like, I wasn't sure what was going on. Exactly. I don't think everything was shown well enough to feel convinced about it. But maybe that's just how I see things. Yeah. Again, I don't have any qualms if people are okay with it. Good for them. I'm just saying I would probably not pay an extra $200 for a keyboard just because I want it right now, and mainly because I would definitely want to wait for a proof of concept. It's just the skepticism of having to buy from a first-time vendor. I mean, not first-time vendor, but first-time keyboard vendor, rather. Like their first product, keyboard product. And the price tag like that, it just makes me a little uneasy. That's all. No one keyless. Yeah, no one keyless is a big bummer. I think no win keyless is a huge bummer. I think that alone for me would be like, oh, hard pass. Okay, win keyless, there's none. Okay, bye. Same reason I'm skipping the Jaguar. You know, I want win keyless. I don't want win key right now. If I want win key, I would just use a 60% or 75%. Okay, sorry. Win keyless is an option during the pre-order. That's cool. Let's see. Paying for PVDQC, that's possible. It sounds like you're paying a premium for a less valued product just to get it sooner. Yeah. You could be paying. I mean, yeah, it's justifiable if you think you're paying a premium for the timeline cost. If you think you're paying a premium for it, and that's kind of like what you end up doing, then that's fair. I mean, if you end up justifying the price like that, that's cool. To each their own. Sounded like a wire popping. Something like this. You could just take the stabs out with those cutouts. I mean, it's fine. On the right side. Right side. Okay. Let's see. Combination of different aesthetics from different keyboards. I'm a few key called bottom, no win keyless. What about paying 1K extra for a keyboard on Mech Market because you want it right now? Well, that's up to you then. Paying 1K extra for a keyboard on Mech Market because you want it right now, then that's up to you. That's your decision. I don't think a Mech Market purchase has nothing to do with a retail purchase. I don't think you should relate those two. At least for me, it's like I would think of it completely differently. F18X is about 320 USD during group buy. Opinion on the plume. The plume also I was like skeptical at first too, yeah, because I was like, it's the first time I see a board from Plume, and I wonder what it's like. I think I would have probably, yeah. I mean, I saw Alex Otos's like prototype, and I was like, okay, cool. And then I think, wasn't the price tag like $5? How much was it? How much was the Plume again? Someone. $600. So yeah, 600 is kind of expensive, isn't it? I mean, I feel like there is for me there's a bit of a psychological barrier at like $550-ish, where like I'm like, If it's over that, I need to be like really sure that I want that. Let's see, Plume keyboards, Plume 65. Crimson red, deep blue, charcoal gray, 525s or 650, and then shipping. And it ships next year. Okay. Okay, let's see. Wires popping out are annoying. Yeah, it just happens. Alright. Diferencia entre estabilizadores Durog, Everglide y Zeal. Some very similar to each other. Very, very similar. I would say, like, personally, I would say functionally, and like even the looks are like pretty much the same. But, like, I don't personally like would mind either. Durox are probably the most reliable in terms of the price, like bang for your buck. Zeal stabs are definitely much more expensive to buy. So, I would, like, you know, if you can get them for really cheap, then get them. But otherwise, yeah. I mean, I've used some Zeal stabs in some builds because I just got them for like free or like whatever, or like I got them as a part of a group buy, like the Xeno, or okay, let's see. What are your thoughts on T1 switches? T1, they're the Holy Panda-like ones. They're too tactile for me, but they're pretty much just like Holy Pandas, so they're pretty good. They're smooth and they're, you know, they're very tactile. That's good for the people who like tactile switches like that specifically. I personally prefer lighter tactility, like MX clears or MX browns are fine with me. Topre even. But I don't think Holy Pandas are the same as Topre either. People would say that a lot, but I don't think they are, so I don't think much compares to the feeling of Topre. I think Topre is like a completely different feeling. Plume sold by saying limited numbers, but now the number like doubled? Really? Wind keyless people, do you use a layer for the wind key? No, I don't. I put for wind keyless, I put wind key here, control here, alt. Win, alt, control. Win, alt, control. If it's Mac, I just put the command here and the alt here. Let's see. Yeah. Caps control every time. Yeah, same here. Caps control all the time. Okay. It doesn't seem to be rattling. That's good. I actually was gonna use a little bit more lube on the left stab. It's not quite done. Better. What company springs do you use? TX. And I've had Sprit springs, but I don't order from Sprit because I don't want to support Sprit like that. I've only gotten Sprit springs because someone included, like, people have included them as part of like a bundle deal on Mech Market, or Like I got them for free, I won them in a giveaway, you know, whatever. But I've personally used springs from TX the most lately. And then like I've used like Durox springs as well as Durox springs, TX springs, and then yeah, a long time ago I used to use some of HB Hero and Bob springs, and those were okay as well, at least when I used them. But then people said that they're not very consistent. But the ones I had, at least the few hundred that I got back then, they're okay, they're good. Oh, Max F. Hello, Max. 28 viewers from Max. Hello. How was your evening today? Alright, I think we're good on these, so we should just put the rest of the switches in. Max F smirk emoji. I made that emote. Do you guys know the history of that emote? I mean, obviously you know where it comes from, but I made that emote for Max. Well, I mean, I cropped it from his video. Hello, keyboard enthusiast, Max F here. It's been some time since the last video on how to lube your stabilizers. Gondo's working at Toper PCB, so it may happen one day. Yeah. Gondo's working hard on that too. How you doing, Max? Were you building another one of RM's boards today? have you gone through your infinite backlog of local boards? Surprisingly not. Yeah. There's a keyboard enthusiast near where Max lives that has a lot of boards in the backlog, in the back burner, not built. And so I know that Max got a lot of them. Tonight we're building for Artisan. Oh, I see. He's alive? He's still in the community, huh? Haven't seen him around though. It's been a while since I've last seen him around. I mean, I know that he's settled in New York, so yeah. Because when he took a break from things, he was moving into a new place. So I do remember that. And then I didn't really hear back from him. Guessing it's only a matter of time before JWK comes up with one. So many clones of the Holy Panda, yet what is arguably the second most acclaimed tactile, the Zealio, has no clones, at least no popular ones. But the Zealio is basically like a Holy Panda now. Like the Zealio V2 was basic. So this is the thing. Zealio V1 was basically replicating ergo clears, so light spring MX clears. And Zealio V2 was basically replicating the tactility of a Holy Panda. So I don't think it's kind of like the same thing. Don't you think? Would you really think? Would you say that there needs to be a Zeal clone, like switches wise? Zealios and Holy Pandas feel different. Yeah, I mean the materials they use are different, and the throw is different too, right? Like the travel distance and stuff. Like Holy Panda stems are longer. Zealio stems, I mean all the Gateron housing stuff, right? So that's probably gonna be different. But they're like they encompass the same concept, which is this like very tactile switch. Like when the Zealio V2s was first revealed, I remember they used they showed that photo of the leaves of the tactile leaves like bent a certain way, and that was basically to show they were similar to the Holy Panda. That was why like Zealio V2s were made. They were like the whole idea behind Zealio V2 was to make the tactile leaf like a bent a certain way that was gonna make the switch feel like that. Yeah, as well as the stem being more pronounced, I think, if I recall. Anyway, Key Company, hello. What camera do you use for your top down? I think I have a command exclamation camera, but I think it's a Sony A6400 with one of the kit zoom lenses. Actually, no, it's one of the longer zoom lenses for it. It's the 18 to 135 millimeter lens. Although I got that as part of the deal, so back when I got the camera. But I know that the regular kit lens should be a 18 to 55 zoom lens. You can always just buy a singular body and put a wide prime lens on it too. Sending recommendations to Susan. Oh, cool. Say hi to Susan for me. Haven't seen her since the last time we had a meetup. That was like a while ago. That was almost a year ago now. At this point, crazy. Crazy. Let's see. Xanda V2 is more tactile than Holy Pandas. Xanda V2. Is that a Xanda V2? Is that a what is that? Invert housing with Zealio stem? Yeah, pretty sure that the Zealio stem was more pronounced stem shape and for tactility, and then also very similar or like different, like the different bending for the leaf of the Zeal V2 bottom housing. Is she gonna start streaming builds? She streams other stuff though. Pretty sure. Have you tried yellow Gaterons? Yeah, of course. Yellow Gaterons are great. Yellow Gats are smooth. They're nice. I'll highly recommend yellow Gats. I mean, I like the milky top ones. I've also used the Gateron yellow ink switches, which have they're kind of like speed switches where they have a shorter travel distance, but they're pretty smooth. I tried them like last year, and they are pretty nice lubed. Desoldering right now, so lurk. No worries, dude. Acoustics of the Holy Panda are better because of those longer stems. Yeah, they kind of slap against the bottom. Because they're longer, yeah. I mean, as I said, not the switches for me, but for the people who really like that heavy tactility with loud sound, yeah, Holy Panda's totally right up your alley. I forgot that there was this fixed layout, so there's only one option anyway. Slap. Kimchi has 6 monitors. I have 2, and I can't imagine having more. I know that some people have 3 to like look up like this, but I don't like it. I don't like the idea of looking up. Is there a mix you can do with Permatex dielectric grease to create a lube for the switches? Probably not, because dielectric is already so dense. And I'm not sure if it would mix well with other stuff. I think that's the main thing. I'm not sure how it would mix with other stuff. Because remember, mixtures are like dilutions. You need to be able to dilute the thing. If you can't do that, then it's not gonna work. Can you do spacebar test again? Sure. I mean, it's good to check. And this is the left shift. Yo, Key Realtor, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate it. Alright, let's solder these guys. Oh, damn it. I keep forgetting they come with the switches. Alrighty. The good thing is, if the stabs are no bueno, we can always just take the as a I think it was it is it? I forget his name. I don't make my bed? No. I'm working from home? I don't remember. They were like, oh, you should remove your stabs from the bottom. It's like, yeah, we can do that. If this doesn't sound too good on the stabs. So we'll do that accordingly. But let's start soldering, shall we? Sounds good so far. I know. It's happened to me that I'm like testing. Everything sounds great. Things are going awesome, and then it sounds like shit. But it's always my own boards. My own boards always sound like crap after I'm done with them. They sound okay when I'm testing them though. Or maybe it's because I pick up on things over time. And I'm just like, I wish I didn't care. I mean, I want to hear from clients after a while, who can tell me like, hey, hey Diego, so you made me this keyboard last year. I'm sorry, but it sounds like shit now. Your services are ass. Never again. Your commentary is also ass. You do a terrible stream and you're just a Teja types look-alike. I get it. I get it, buddy. I get it. Budget Teja. Just East Coast Teja. Okay? East Coast Teja. Beast Coast. Sad story. Alright. I'm just gonna turn on the fan. No RTX voice today, guys. I don't want to bother with it, so that I can keep talking to you. And I heard it's not that bad, so you'll survive. Budget Nathan without the cats? Yeah, you think cats are cheap, dude? Cats are not cheap. Pets are so expensive to maintain. It's crazy. I wish I had pets though. I can't have cats though. One of my roommates is allergic to cats. Like criminally allergic, like very badly allergic. So yeah, can't do it. Get a new roommate? Too bothersome, too lazy. I don't wanna find a new roommate. Or also, like, if I had a new roommate, it's me who has to move. I don't want to move out. Fuck that. I want to stay here. I hate moving. I hate moving with like passion. Fucking hate it. It's the worst thing you can do. It's like one of the worst things in life is moving. Having to like pack everything up. Ugh. There's two things I hate. Summers that are hot and humid, and moving. Packing to move. Just, ugh. Wait, Lightning lives with a roommate? Yeah, I have two roommates actually. I have two other roommates. Be enough. Let's just check that all the switches are in. Alright, let's see. If you don't like that roommate, this is how you get rid of them. I actually like my roommates though. I actually do like my roommates. They're like the nicest people. Move to West Coast, move in with Teja? Wait, that means I would live with his parents, you know that? And possibly his sister too. So I'll basically be joining Nathan's family. Hey Lightning, my N- sounds like trash. Please refund me with resin. What is a resin? Let's see the stream. Ass. Teja types wanna be whoever mods for you is stupid. Yeah, just a bunch of stupid people following me, watching me. Who would do that? Terrible. Comparing Teja to Lightning, what an insult. Oh gosh. Sorry, I was just catching up with a few things before that I learned read. Are there hypoallergenic breeds? Yes, there are. Not that I like them in particular. Not too fond of them. I've never really interacted with one closely. About to move across the country in 2 days. Oh no. Oh no. The horror. The horror of moving. I mean, I have to admit, not the last time. Second or third to last time I moved, I paid movers, so that was nice. But packing is still terrible. The spring cleaning part is good though. If you ever come down to Houston, oh boy, you're in for a treat. I know. I've been to Houston. I know it is hot and humid in the summers. I've been to, you know, hot and humid summers, I've experienced them. I just don't like them. I will live. I'm okay, but it's like if I could avoid them, I would do so. I would avoid the summers or just stay indoors the entire summer or something. Technically, basically stayed indoors the entire summer this year though because of COVID. Only went out for post office, grocery store, and I think that's it. Pretty much, and walks. I would just go out for a walk at night. How many cats do you need to force him to move? Terrible people. Let me see. Okay, have you been enjoying the Jaguar since you built it? Yes, I do like them. Yes, Corgi, I do like him. Sorry, I'm like catching up. Are your roommates into hobby or not really? Not at all. For all of, literally, most of my friends who do similar things that I do, like profession-wise, think it's a waste of money and time. How much do they judge you when they talk about keyboards? They actually don't judge me too hard because they just know. They're kind of like, they've kind of accepted that I am into keyboards. And it's like, good for you, good that you're passionate about it, and awesome, we support you anyway. They're good friends. They're good friends. Sour, I saw you. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Thank you. Alright. Catching up with chat. So you're Korean, your family, that's true. This was when I was talking about Nathan's family. Blah blah blah, lightning types, you fit right in, part of the family, aren't you related to Teja? Imagine being related to Teja. No, but no, we're like super different people too. Nathan's long lost brother. I take those 6 on the macro pad, Kintsugi, N-dash, blah blah blah. Not enough Deathmask to be related to Teja. Jigsaw Saints, I'm just gonna go get some Deathmask just to show you. Maybe there's like 10 more in there. Anyway, point is, I do buy a lot of Deathmans because I like using them. Sorry. Must be late at night, and must be that I'm kind of tired. I just had to get up. Let's see. Hold up. Paint movers, way to go. Yes. If the movers know the hobby, you're gonna be missing boards. That is true. He could paint resin. What number do you get? Number for what? I'm sorry, I'm not sure. Gianna Works. Oh wait, Kimchi Jody Boy. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Gianna Works. What number? What did I get? Max MCMC. Famous. Blah blah. Hey brother, missed your first initial impressions on the board. What do you think aesthetically? Oh sorry. Aesthetically is fine. Quality, I mean, anno is fine. Machining, there's barely any marks or anything like that. There's maybe like anno hooks on the interior. Yeah, machining is fine. It has like 3 screws on the exterior, which I was kind of like, I still feel a little bit like meh on about it. Mostly because it's aesthetic preferences. I don't like the shiny bottom. It's just too shiny for me. It's like PVD alu or something like that, and I'm not huge into the aesthetic for that. But that's just a personal opinion. Like that's just my taste. But yeah, anodizing's fine. There's a lot of foam involved. There's foam on the top of the plate. There's foam in the middle of the plate, like between the plate and the PCB, and then there's foam in the bottom of the PCB. So you put foam below the PCB as well. So a little bit too much foam for my preference too. Which is not my mounting style, so to speak. It's basically a foam sandwich. It's just not my thing, I think. I kind of do like hearing the board as like a you know, like without I don't know. I guess just holding from the edges would be okay. But yeah. Actually, same for the Polaris. When I use the Polaris plate foam, I was like, it kind of like dampens the sound. Not in a bad way actually, but in a way where the sound sort of like flattens out, if that kind of makes sense. Like the sound of the switches is like flat, and I didn't like that. So when I desoldered my Polaris, I removed the plate foam. I kept the case foam just to test, but I removed the plate foam. Made a little difference, but you know, in the end, in this hobby, we are always arguing about small differences. So yeah, but yeah, this board is okay. It's kind of expensive though, at least in my opinion. Personally, I think $700 is a hefty price to pay. But if you think you would justify it, why not? Go ahead. Do what you think is right for you. Yeah. Alright. Arcavin, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Thank you. Jigsaw Saint gifted a sub to Desk Mat. Oh, that's funny. Daddy Philly, I'm leaning towards Gat Yellows right now. I think Gat Yellows are a good way to do it. Okay, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go down really quickly. Me and Tahir are way different people. Wait, look at how many deathmatch I have, senpai. Blah 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 blah. I stand corrected. More. Did you join on the Sumi deathmatch? I actually only. Wait, did I? I think I forgot to join on Sumi deathmatch. Blah 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 blah. Is this a customer's build? Yes, this is a customer's build. F1 is the cheapest custom keyboard in Korea. TIL. I did not know that. First super expensive board too. I'm ready. Blah blah. You can easily buy on Mech Market. You can easily buy an F1 8X on Mech Market, guys. That's news to me. I still haven't seen a single one of them on Mech Market. But maybe you'll see them soon. But I doubt they'll be sold for $350 or whatever the price was originally. There's only one on Mech Market and the Anno is bad? What do you mean the Anno is bad? Describe bad Anno. What was bad about it? Or specifically, like, what was the issue? Like, did it have streaking? Did it have mismatch? Did it have, like, tool marks? Did it have, like, finishing issues? Uneven? That kind of stuff. Foam makes everything sound the same. Yeah, that's sort of the idea of what I'm trying to say. It's that it makes it sound very, very flat and similar to everything, like similar everything around it. It can be a good thing for some people. It could be a bad thing for others. That's just your preferences. Let's see. You want 750. Oh, I see. Expensive. That's double the price, at least. Double the price. More than 600 units will be sold in Korea. That's a lot of units, but 600 units is not going to cover enough demand out there, I'm pretty sure. Because 600 units is demand in Korea alone, which means that if you expand it to the North American market, that alone is just sufficient to cover maybe like some people who want to enter the group buy. At this point, we have so many people in the hobby now that 600 boards is like few apparently. Next June maybe. Let's see. Internal banding on Anno? Oh, internal though? I don't think internal I would care too much. Like where? On the bottom case? I think internal Anno issues I don't mind too much. But if it's on the outside, like the bottom or the top, like or even the sides actually, if the sides have noticeable banding and stuff, it's a bit iffy. Yeah. I mean, I have a Keycap number 1 and the interior, the prototype, and the interior it's kind of scuffed. I've never showed you guys, I think, but it's kind of scuffed. But that was because the chrome plating of the brass mid didn't work out perfectly, and so it has like bubbles and like some marks and stuff. People sell on things on MM for too much. I agree. I cut the stream. Raimi, hello. I'm Raimi. Hello, hello. How are you? Let's see. Mac market price, everything 2x original price or more. Yeah, it seems to be the norm now. It's kind of sad. It's very sad to see that, actually. It's very sad to see that literally nobody is... Well, not literally nobody, but like... That people just, you know, kind of have, like, normalized it. You know? It's just kind of, like, unfortunate. I mean, I think the times don't help. The fact that we're in a pandemic and people have lost their jobs. And people live in times of uncertainty where they don't know if something bad is going to happen. Like obviously, at least in the United States, it's important to realize that we have elections coming up. Please vote. But yeah. Have you heard of GMK Tuesday? Dookie set. Yeah, I heard of GMK Tuesday. I would highly suggest you guys check out the interest check, because the person who made the interest check put in a lot of effort, and I think it deserves some attention. Just saying, someone I know here made it. But yeah, blah blah blah. Not fair, but that's mech market. Yes. Oops. You better make your own. Gian, not everyone owns a factory. This is true. It's not like factories are like right outside your like I don't know, your town or whatever. It's not every town has a factory. You're like next to them that's just willing to take whatever job they're provided. Not to mention you have to design the thing you need to make. That's expensive time-wise. It's a lot of work. I mean, this is why, like, if you contact the designer and tell them, hey man, can I get a free keyboard? It's like, no, because I put in a lot of time to make this, and if you're not compensating me for it, it's just like, you're kind of being disrespectful about the work I'm doing. Plebs who don't own factories. Lamos. Oh my gosh, y'all simping so hard on. I bet Mr. Gion Works is long gone now because y'all simping. Because y'all are like, oh my god, please. Mr. Gion Works is gone now. This is now Gion Works' manager, the PR manager. He's about to be like, we apologize for the inconvenience, and we deeply regret informing you that your application has been rejected to the Gion Works College of Mechanical Keyboards. That's literally the way all college rejection letters are written. After careful consideration, we deeply regret to inform you that your application blah 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 blah. Rejected for college feels bad. Sorry, I don't feel anything about it because for me it's been like 13, 14 years ago. 13 years ago. Wait, no, sorry. No, 2011. No, 9 years ago. I can't even do math anymore. Sorry, I'm like getting confused now. Too many solder fumes? I mean, too much solder fumes? Oh my god, I can't speak English anymore. What am I doing? Sounds like you have a lot of experience getting rejected in college. I did get a lot of rejections for sure. Yeah, I did get a lot of rejections. I applied to a lot of schools though. Let me remember how many schools I applied to when I was in high school. I might have applied to like 20 schools maybe? 15 schools? 20 schools? And then when I applied for grad school, I also applied to about 20 schools. 25 schools. Well, not grad school, but med school. So yeah. Very used to rejections. And I've also been rejected by people. Like cute girls, perhaps. So, yeah, rejection is part of life, guys. And rejected from jobs, too. A lot of jobs. $20 college apps to confirm demographic. That's a lot of application fees. Oh yeah, application fees are so crazy. Oh, you guys should know. Oh god, applying to med school, application fees. Woo-hoo-hoo. I was lucky I got a fee waiver, but yeah, it's pretty bad. Not a full waiver though. I still had to pay. So. Which girls be descriptive, please? No, I'm not gonna tell you. Anyway, damn, med? Yeah, med. I was in med school. I rejected schools because I'm built different? What? Nutty? 20 schools? That's a lot of money? Yeah. Bye-bye savings. Alright, let's test this out, guys. Diego is the cousin cousins get compared to. Maybe a long time ago someone compared people to me, but then now I'm the shame of the family. It's okay. I have no shame though, to be honest. Let's see. Should load now. Alright, there we go. Configure. We have to go to mode 80. Okay. Key tester. Test matrix. Wait. There you go. I forgot to speak about my sponsors, but y'all know. Oh! Shit. Did GMK Yuru end already? Uh-oh. Oh no. Hold up. Did GMK Yuru close? I didn't realize I was gonna stream so late. Well, I don't remember, but I'll check in a bit. I'll check after this is over. Someone tell me though. Someone please tell me, thanks. Please. You're open here? Okay, so I guess maybe it'll close tomorrow morning. Okay, thank you. Alright, keyboard works. Yay, keyboard working. Alright, so let's see. Oh gosh, this is like... Why is this daughter board so difficult to grab? I mean, the JST connector, my bad. Maybe I'll just leave it here for now. Let's get the case. Oy. What's still open? GMK Euro. I'm debating if I want to get it, but I'm not sure. I don't think I like. I'm like half in, half out. Not sure. Let's see what's here. There's some screw covers, I assume. And we have some Allen keys, which I don't need. Alright. Alright, I do need to remove this then. Maybe I'll just... Okay, let's see. So, USB daughter board. I want GMK Sloth, but just the novelties. I feel like if you just get the novelties, I don't know what you would match it to. Do you have an idea? Do you match it with Beige? Is that what you're thinking? You guys gotta pay fees for an application? Yeah, do people not pay fees for applications, by the way? Bought the Adderley yesterday and can't wait till April to build it. Yeah, it's gonna take a while, huh? Alright, port's nice and snug in there. Good. Where's my microfiber? Oopsie. Sorry for all the shaking. Alright, case foam. Anyone else getting OP blacks? I think I might hop on those. They look like Gateron black. Like they're supposed to be like what, Nixie homage sort of a thing. Okay. I should probably unplug this guy too then. I should just this is so tight. And trim my nails, and now it's like so hard to grasp into this thing. Alright, there we go. Yeah, okay. Let's see. This goes in this way. Maybe I should should have just put it in first. I'm a dumbass. I missed what number this is. Why does it matter? It's number 33 though. Number 33. Are people trying to trade numbers? Is that what it is? Just curious. This kind of seems silly to me. It's like a competition to see who gets number 1 or number 7 or number 8. But if you get number 4, then you die. I want number 4. I actually, do you guys know, I actually really like number 13, but you know, 13 in the Western world is like unlucky. But I used to be number 13 in my basketball team when I was like in high school. Middle school. So I really like number 13. And you went and got 24. Cool. I am 13. This is a stream not safe for not safe for 13-year-olds to be watching. Anyway, let's see. Please tell me you're using both foams in this build. Yeah, I am. I mean, you kind of have to use at least this one. The plate foam is optional, but I was asked to use it, so I am using it indeed. All right, let's flip it over. Yeah, you have to use at least the bottom foam. You have to use it. The plate foam, I don't think you must, but it probably is. I mean, it's clearly made with that in mind, and so yeah. Let's see. This goes in that way. Okay. Is there any way to tuck this in? Okay, there. This thing very shiny. Yeah, very, very shiny. Let's see. So this thing kind of slots in from the front. Just need to lift it a little from the front. You just need to look at the tabs carefully. Oops. This kind of slides over a little. Up. There we go. All right. Now, just need to make sure these go in. All right. I think I can probably just drop it in. How does that method work? I mean, I can just flip it over and do it now this way too. But I mean, it just needs to. Alright, there it is. A lot of foam. Alright, compresses. Let's get the screwdriver. This one. This guy. The screws, here they are. Can you show a close-up around the feet? Yeah, sure. I'm pretty sure what you were talking about is probably adhesive, but yeah, let me do it. Let me just clean this. It's probably dust or adhesive, or dust caught in the adhesive. That's kind of what I think it is. What you're talking about. We'll see. Let's clean this up. This is a bit of like adhesive stuck on the piece here. Yeah, there definitely is a bit of a adhesive from the feet. That you probably could clean up with a bit of alcohol or something. It would come right off if you use alcohol. So let me just tighten the screws. Tighten fully. Same thing here. Okay, looks tight enough. Alright. Alright, so let's. Sorry about the shiny things here. So close up around the feet. Okay, yeah, so that's definitely adhesive stuck on the edge of the feet. There's us. Yeah, say hi. Hello. Yeah, and then yeah, this is, yeah, it's like gunk. It's like adhesive gunk here. So yeah, it should clean up well with a alcohol swab. Yeah, but hard to say. I mean, if you want to take a closer look. Oh, come on, focus. Did it come that way? Yeah, it came with the feet already adhered to this. So this is what I don't like. The feet aren't properly put in. Like the feet definitely are supposed to fit into the canal or into the canal into the channel, but they're not properly fitted, and so like there's stuff that's like look at this part here, like it's sticking out, and I want to put it in, but like it's anyway, and like yeah, this stuff is like adhesive too for sure. Like the stuff here is definitely adhesive. Yeah, it's definitely a glue, like adhesive. Phrasing. I know. Yeah, this will come off with a bit of alcohol. Yeah. So the feet placement is definitely very. I guess that's lacking. I think I would either, if I were the person making these boards, I would make the customer do it themselves, or I would do it myself, but make sure that this is like very much carefully done, you know? It's kind of like it's a first impression. I think the first impression is no good when you see something like this. But yeah, especially because you are paying for a $700 board. I mean, like, Keycap puts their own gaskets, actually. Keycap puts the gaskets themselves before you get the board, right? When they're doing QC, and they actually put them in pretty nicely. I mean, but yeah. Is it stainless? It's not though. It's apparently PVD coated aluminum, Mr. Gianworks. It's PVD coated aluminum. Okay, let's see. Apparently these look like screw covers or something. Do they fit though? Okay, barely. Okay, cool. They're like little covers, little hats. Cool. Okay, that's kind of cute. All right, let's just put it under like this. Okay. All right. That's done. It's wind key layout though, so we need to decide what we're gonna put on this. Will look better without the long feet. Yeah, I think I would personally be okay with screw holes. TBH. Anyway, I'm gonna get some water. Best part about this build is being able to fix Sab without desoldering. That is true. That is true. That is definitely a benefit of doing this. Let's see. Let's just put these back into the bag. Alright, so what keycaps do you guys want to see in this? I haven't made a list, sorry. I have beige right behind me. I have a lot of beige behind me because that's like the first thing I thought of. So if you guys want beige, I'll just get beige. It's like double shots. And otherwise, just let me know what set you might want to see in it. On it, rather. This guy has a breed and a mini fridge next to him? No, I actually don't have a mini fridge. I don't own a mini fridge. Alright. Page and QC, please report to HR office again. QC, please report to the HR office. Oh gosh. Anything with Korean beige. Oh my god! Dude, I forgot. I forgot to unbox this. We're unboxing this. We are unboxing this today. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah. 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 Please vote. Anyway. Why? Cause I designed this. I designed this kit, so I bought several to keep. You know? I'm the designer of this kit. I'm the designer of this kit. It's Greek beige. I designed a kit. I wanted to have one for myself. I wanted to have one spare one. I wanted to gift one to a friend. So that's 3. And then I wanted to give away one at an event. So that's 4. And then there's 3 left. So that would be for other reasons. Like maybe I could gift it to my brother. That's 5. And so on. Anyway, we're gonna use this. That's why I took out the beige stuff. I just remembered now. Got my mail-in ballot today. Oh yeah, me too. I got my absentee ballot today. All right. So we have GMK Pristine. And we have GMK 909. Do you guys want to see Pristine or 909? 909 R2. So it has original style icon mods. Let's do that poll. Oh wait, poll. Where's the poll? Come on. Mods poll. / poll, please. Okay, I'll just do it. What kind of beige? Pristine 909 R2. Kuroi. Oh wow, okay, I think it's gonna be Pristine. Alright, let's just do Pristine. Fuck it. I'm not gonna wait for people. Alright, Pristine it is. Alright, that poll is useless now. We're done. I only needed 10 votes to see what people wanted. Oh, I should put these on first then. You guys didn't see that. You guys did not see that. P-O-U-I. Okay. I'm a very organized person. I just, you know, had to put them on the ground for them to be laid out before my eyes so I could see what keycaps I needed to put on. Yeah, no big deal, no big deal. Come on. Wait. Huh? Hold up. Did I get... Is this a wrong kit in the sense that I got... Oh, I got scammed by GMK. I got the big scam. Check this out. I got a big scam. I just put scooped F over there already. I got 2 scooped Fs. That's a big F. Fs in chat, please. Why is this happening today? Why today? Time to open another one? It's all good. I do have enough. I do have the scooped one, so it's all good. Oh no, got clipped. I redeemed my 5k earlier in the stream. Yes, I know. I am very much aware, Mr. Jack Static. I will go and retrieve the item that you want to see. No more Ziplocs and get a bin? No, it's fine. I like Ziplocs. Ziplocs are very poggers. Ziplocs are great. They just work. Why should I get more? I have trays like the old ones, but those are already being occupied by sets I already have in trays. So like, I would love to have more regular GMK trays though. You know, like more of the old trays. Like if we could bring old trays back, that would be fantastic. Because the new ones suck. But you know. JTK trays are the play? Are they though? I actually don't like JTK trays. You need more than one to fit everything. I mean, even if I did for GMK because of child kids, it's like less work. Bring back GMK trays like this. I don't have. I'm not looking at it right now, but I assume it's a stack of trays or something. Alright, only 16 keys. There's 24 letters in the Greek alphabet because the rest are covered by Latin letters. Or actually, because that's how the keyboard from where this kit was inspired from which this keyboard was inspired, only had these 16 keys or 14 keys or whatever. Plus like the scooped and barred, I guess that those are just modernizing that part of it. But yeah, it's based on an actual Cherry keyboard. Weird that Cherry changed from what they did with Greek Olivetti. Maybe they thought the Greek Olivetti was too busy. I mean, in the end, they also have like engineers and people making decisions, right? So it could just be that, you know, it just turned out that way. Wait, did I put the wrong key here? Yeah, I think so. It is an R3. This is the R2 key. Print, scroll, pause, 6. Trump positive for COVID-19? Guess we'll see him tweeting a lot more these days then. Yo. It would have been nice to have full alpha so I can make 2 boards though. My 909 is kind of shiny. Yeah, I understand. I know that there's people who are inconvenienced by that decision. It was my first public group buy though, and I didn't want to make it too complicated. And I understand that people have other needs. It's just at the time is what I thought was right. I must have screwed up in finding a keycap here. I am not sure where the page up went. Sorry. Alright, where's the page up? If you guys see a page up key, I found it. Great. Awesome. Found it quickly. Nice pun, Mr. Sensei-ja. I see you. Alright guys, let's... Alright. So what Mr. Jack Static was requesting, right? Alright. Jack Static, are you here? Here's your fulfillment piece. Ta-da! Alright, let's take this out of the way. Alright, hold up. These feet, man, they bother me. They're sticking out too much. Sticking out a bit. It's no good, no good. Oh well. You get my message about what? About whales? Is that something else? Yeah, let's not talk about politics, guys. Yeah. It's fair. I think that's fair. Let's keep the politics out. I'll put you in my will for the alternate Rukia bongo if you put me in your will for lightning bongo? That means I need to die, right? So, okay. Okay, Captain Ladies, man, you don't have to be edgy. Alright, cool. So, let's see. Let's prepare for the typing test. Oof. Okay, so is it this side that I can hear? Fan off. Water. Okay, let's put this closer to here. Alright, typing test. Let's see. Oh, it's too small. Hold on. Is that better? I think that works. Alrighty. So this is a Mode 80 Founders Edition. Clezo. I wanted you to know that I voted for GMK Pristine. Thank you so much for your vote. Alrighty. Let's do this, shall we? So yeah, this is a Mode 80 Founders Edition with Tealios, with a top housing from Milky Gateron switches. This is Lube with Krytox 205 grade 0, and with 67 gram springs. I lubed those springs as well with Victorinox multi-tool oil, and this is GMK Pristine with GMK Greek add-on beige kit, which Greek beige add-on kit, which should actually be selling extras on novel keys pretty soon. I think I was the last person to get it. So, all right, let's try this out. Oh, sorry. are the mods. Okay. Alright, I have some thoughts, but I would like to read some of yours. Let's see. It's really quiet. Yeah, they're pretty quiet, it seems. It's pretty dampened, as I'll have to say. It sounds very dampened. Blah, 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 sounds really talky. Was hoping for more clack. Yeah, I thought it would be more clacky with the I thought it would be more, clackier with the plate, with the brass plate, but it's really dampened. I do think that the foam is dampening a ton of the sound. Like, it's just flattening the sound. But that's just me. Let's see. Milky top housings, everything almost sounds the same. Milky top housings definitely have a specific sound to them. There's no question about that. With all that foam, hoping for a clack was a bold move. Sounds awesome. Very muted. No sound profile. Sounds like switch muted with foam. Thunk. Blah, blah, blah. Knotless. Sounds pretty good. Sounds good. This is GMK Pristine. Did anyone hear a squeal? Maybe outside? I don't know. These are the Jaguar. Very different sounds for sure. Some people say Jaguar. Quite muted. Did I hear a clack in there? Bottom mod sound good. Foam is not the way. No resonance. Sound profile is foam. Wonder how it sound with a PC plate. No foam. I don't know why people were surprised by the sound when you see all that foam when you were expecting the switch to hit. What can we all call this? The foam board 80. Alright, it's kind of getting a little rowdy in here. Let's see. Is it foam sorbothane? I think it's is it poron? Might be poron. It's definitely not sorbothane because sorbothane is denser than this. I think it seems like poron, like kind of like it definitely compresses quite a bit. So by the way, the sound settings right now are the same sound settings as like my previous typing test as well as like my video typing test. So it means that I'm also speaking a little bit softer because my roommate went to bed. So it means that it's pretty quiet. So it definitely is quiet because it's being dampened. I mean, the lube, but also the foam, I think. This doesn't have RGB. Can you game on this? Let me see. No salt at all. I don't want this board. Blah 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 blah. People blah blah blah. Some people like muted sound, to each their own. I don't like foam. That's fair. Doesn't have RGB. Alright, it's cool that you guys have thoughts, but I'm gonna share my own thoughts. I'm not gonna wait for you guys. So my thoughts about the board. Let me think. There was a key around here. that described how I... Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay, it's this key. This key. There's a few keys here that like made me feel... Oh my god, no, don't do that. Alright, there's like, check this sound of this code key versus the one next to it, the alt key. So this code key, for some reason, sounds really dampened. It's like really flat. It almost sounds like the leaf. No, I'm not talking about what's in between the sounds. I'm talking about the clacking of the switch bottoming out sound. This key too. This pipe key. I'm not sure if you guys can tell. I can tell. There's a sound to it, and just overall the alphas. Right, and so my thoughts is like my thought about this is that like it's really flat. Like it just sounds like each row kind of sounds the same. Each row, like every row has like a specific sound to it, and it kind of sounds the same. And there's some places where the sound is kind of like uneven, so to speak. Like this alt sort of sounds like there's something, like there's like space in there, and then this code doesn't sound like there's space underneath it. Same with the pipe key. And so overall, my feeling is it feels a bit like stiff. Like it feels a bit stiff. Like it's stiff. Like it's most definitely stiff. Like obviously if I press really hard on it, I can maybe see like definitely not as much as like the F18X, but like I could maybe see a teeny bit of compression, but it's nothing. It's pretty much, it feels like brass. It feels like a brass plate should feel. It's stiff. I mean, the switches feel fine. The travel of the switches is fine, but the bottom out is harsh. And it's just like a thud. Like the switches just like end in a thud. And I guess that because the feet are not perfectly in the channels, you can see the board is shaking. Look at this. Check how the board is unevenly, like right now, sitting on the desk, because like, look, oops, sorry, I must have pressed something, but yeah, like the board isn't sitting evenly on the desk right now, so it's like it's like wobbling a little, which I think is definitely going to contribute to the sound and like the feel overall, like especially at this part, like right now. So yeah, I think I just think like it's neat. Probably not for me, just because there's a lot of foam. I think I would definitely take out at least. It's a bummer that you cannot take out the case foam, because I would like to take out the case foam and somehow suspend the PCB, but you can't do that without it. And I don't think the plate foam is actually going to do that much, because there's not that much material. It's the case foam that for me, I think, makes the sound and feel like that. And so I would love to take out the case foam and be able to type on it, but you can't do it by design. But yeah, ideally you want posts. You want posts between the bottom in the PCB, but you know, because the PCB is flat, completely flat at the bottom. Well, actually, not really, because now the switch pins are there. But you know, anyway, yeah. So look wise, it adopts a very like sort of, it adopts kind of a bit of a classic look, classic profile, with like, you know, sharp corners. I mean, like sharp like lines and stuff, and like a thick forehead. But yeah, is it like, okay, I'll just turn on the music because this is getting boring now. Is this a $700 keyboard for me? Maybe not. I don't think so. Just mistakes and stuff like this. Like I didn't enjoy seeing the feet like this. I didn't want to fix this. Like I could fix this, but $700 already justifies quite a bit of quality control, I think. I'm not sure what you guys think about it, but I think this kind of QC should have been done early. Like, you know, this is kind of like mismatching ends, that kind of stuff. Like sticking out here, that kind of stuff. Like these details are okay. Like the covers, that's cool. 3 screws, it does hold. Like, you know, it does hold the whole stuff. Like the bottom piece and everything, it just holds together. That's cool. That works. That's fine. You know, if they wanted to do that, that's fine. There's like the attachment points are here and then the bottom lip, so you know, it's different from other boards where your corners are holding the board together, like the pieces together, right? So yeah, it's different in that regard. Am I a fan of the PVD? No, I've never been a huge fan of PVD. This one I got because it's a macro pad, but in general, in boards and keyboards, I'm not a huge fan of PVD. I'm a sandblasted or yeah, sandblasted kind of guy. QC was done, but it gets messed up with shipping. I don't think that was messed up with shipping though, MacMax. I don't think the feet were messed up in shipping. The feet were already on the board. Alright? Next 80 runs have larger cutouts for feet. New molded feet material, and they'll not be factory installed. Insane. But anyway, just my thoughts. I mean, like, you know, nicely fitting USB port. That's good. Kind of expected now with USB-C everywhere, and with people sort of like expecting that too. You know, it's in the usual port position, like between the nav cluster and the main area. That's fine. That's cool. I like that. The shiny bottom. I have to be honest. I don't like the color of the shine, but I'm a silver kind of guy instead of gold. But also, actually, this polished would have looked cool. Polished silver aluminum. That would have been kind of nice to see on this dark gray. Polished silver aluminum. But otherwise, you know, not huge into this goldish color myself. But it's very fingerprinty, so just something to keep in mind. You have to wipe it down every time you lift it up. You know you're gonna put something on there. Just be very conscious about it. If you're anti-scratch and that kind of stuff, then you have to be even more careful. You know, wipe it down on more often. Yeah. So in my case, like, I try to take care of stuff like this a lot, but yeah, and the problem with PVD and polish stuff, inevitably these are gonna dent and scratch. They dent and scratch, and you can see them. So that's why I don't like PVD. When it starts, oh, let me show you. Look at this PVD brass. Look at that scratch. That, I don't know how I made it. Maybe it was like a pen or something. But anyway, stuff like that happened. I mean, over time. I mean, at this point I've had this for 2 years. I don't know, how long has it been since this came out? It's been a while now. But yeah, it has a lot of scratches and stuff. Fortunately, you can't see it from where I use it, so I don't care. And also, I clean it up pretty often. I've tried to buff it out, but you know, it's somewhere in there. It's fine. I don't care. Like it's my accessory, you know, whatever. But on a board like this, I do think that scratches and faults are gonna happen on this eventually. So not huge on the polished stuff myself, or like the shiny stuff. Yeah. But yeah, that's all the thoughts I have. I do wish, because the idea is to have this comfortable experience with all the sandwiching, I did hope that it would type softly. I guess brass, I think I have a recommendation for keyboard designers out there. You know, if you're gonna release a keyboard product that has like this flexibility, kind of soft typing experience in mind, please don't use a hard plate like brass. Please don't use stainless steel or brass as a plate. Include an aluminum plate. Or FR4 even. Why brass? Give them the option of brass as an extra, but why do gasket mounted boards come with brass plates? Or whatever. People market gasket mounted boards saying that it's this soft typing feel. But why do you give them a dense plate for it? It's not just Mode or whoever. Like, you know, there's other keyboard designers who have done this too. They sold brass as the default option. You can't change it. Not a fan of that. But that's just me. I'm an aluminum and polycarb and FR4 and all those other materials kind of guy. But yeah, I almost never get. I mean, I have brass plates. I have an LZGH with a brass plate. I used to use a Fiel with a brass plate. I used yeah, I've used a few other things with brass plates. Oh, I have a TGR 910 with brass plate too. But yeah, like I do have brass plates. I have a Jane with. I used to have a Jane with brass plate, but it's now built with polycarb. But yeah, if I'm thinking soft, I don't think brass, because that's basically what I'm trying to say. But for looks, brass and stainless steel, thumbs up. Need a screen protector on the bottom, like a cell phone. Yeah, that would be fun. Brass sounds and feel great with certain switches. PC and FR4 sound great with sound or feel great with certain switches. I mean, yeah, for sure. I'm not a brass guy. Owns more brass plates than I have keycaps. I mean, that's what happens when you're in the hobby for like 3-4 years, and you kind of hate selling stuff, because I don't sell often. Anyway, I don't think I actually doubt anyone's streaming at the time. If anybody is, I'll raid them happily. But I don't think anybody is, and I'm tired. Let's see. Well, see. I'm gonna check. But yeah, overall experience, the sound of this board is going to be for certain people, not for others. It sounds like people have had some controversial, I mean not controversial, but like heated conversations in chat, which I don't care for. If you're unhappy, then you're unhappy. If you're happy, then you're happy. You know, you make your choices. Andy is streaming, but I think he's been streaming for a while. Gym leader Nathan, has he been streaming for a while? Let me check. Late night for Andy. Gym leader Nathan. Nathan just started. Okay, we can raid gym leader Nathan. I like supporting people who are like just starting and stuff, because you know, everyone starts somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, if you have any opinions about what I said, do reach out. I'm okay with people reaching out to me. I'm pretty open, actually. Like I talk to people that some people are like, I would never talk to that guy ever. Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, I would be happy to share my thoughts as I use this, and then I mean, I'll eventually pack it up. So as I pack it up, I'll have more thoughts probably. Yeah. Thank you for the build. Yeah, no problem. And yeah, anyway, so I appreciate everyone's company tonight. 100 viewers. I'm actually still surprised that more people are joining the stream. I'm at this late time of the night. I'm very honored. Thank you so much. Today I'm like kind of stuttery and tired, so I apologize for all that. It's been a long stream because I'm kind of out of it, I think. But my thoughts are genuine about the board. Yeah. Get some rest? Yeah, no problem. Jack Static, I think, yeah, I could make that promise. Although, I mean, you know, there's only one of these. I mean, one with me and one with Liam, by the way. I wish we could have made more. I might suggest it. I might open up. I might see if I can get a commission or something. I would like to make this kind of design more available to people, because I think it's neat. And I like doing the honor to Mr. Bowie, whose famous costume inspired my avatar on Discord and other places. I absolutely love David Bowie, so I would love to do an homage sort of thing for him. Still 10 p.m. on the West Coast. Mode doing good things by bringing in stock items to the hobby. Yeah, that's always good. Always good to see people try new things. Same with the alternate Rukia bongo. I said the thing about the wheels. Yeah. One more type before you go? I mean, I'll just do a quick thing. If so, what's up next? Not today, but later. I have a I have a very exciting build coming up, guys. It arrived. The parts arrived today, but I can't share details yet, specific details. But it's a very special board. It's a very special board that I think people will appreciate just looking at and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice time. Everything's set up for it. Like, I was sent keycaps, I was sent artisans, I was sent like the switches. I'm gonna be doing the switches. So yeah, I'm kind of excited for that. But I do need to work on the switches. That's the number one thing I need to work on. But I've been busy, so I've been busy transitioning from unemployment to employment. So you know how that goes. But yeah, I can type one more time, and then we'll go. Final question: do you think this design is something that can be improved upon in the future? If it's just something that is what it is, and changes would be minor, inconsequential overall. Honest answer, I think the design is tough to change, in the sense that it depends on the plate being stuck to the ceiling, like stuck to the top, and the case foam pushing everything up. So what is there to change about that experience other than the material of the foam or the degree to which you compress things, right? And also, like, I guess the plate option, right? I think if you would like to kind of give an experience where you kind of it's as if the case foam weren't there, it's very hard to take it out of the equation and think that the design is going to work, because it was made with it in mind. I think what needs to change would entail a redesign of it entirely. Yeah. lot of talking about the board in absolutes when only one plate material has been tested for 2 minutes of typing. Wrong. I mean, that's... I mean, I think it's just an opinion that people are asking about. The mount is here to stay, just wait for other plates. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the mount stays, then it stays. I'm not saying that the mount is not to stay. I was asked if the design is something that can be improved upon in the future, and I said that if you wanted to improve it upon it, right, you would have to change the material of the foam, and the and you have variations in the plate and switches or whatever, right? But if you remove one of those in the equation, specifically the foam, like let's say you wanted to say, you're like, oh, like this case doesn't seem to resonate or whatever, and I wanted to make it different. I want to make it such that it feels like there is some space, and like it, the board works in the same manner it's supposed to work. Then you can't take out the case foam out of the equation. It's impossible. This board depends on the case foam to work, right? Functionally. I'm talking about the case foam. I'm talking about the very bottom layer, because it's what keeps everything, like it's what's pushing everything together, right? Because it sandwiches the PCB assembly and the bottom piece. And if you don't have that like normal force from as the bolts start torquing on the posts here, right? If you don't have that material in the middle, you're gonna close this case, and the assembly would just fall onto the case, right, onto the bottom piece. It's okay. In the end, it is just a board. Okay. So step on this one more time, and we'll go. Since I promised. Oops. All right. What's going on in chat? Let's see. Tealios with milky tops will sound quiet virtually any modern board. Okay. Oh, you did call it. Oh, pupil. Good job. Damn. 118 indeed. Oh well. Let's see. Yeah, what Lana said is pretty much what it is. New mounting system with a certain sound profile. If you don't like it, just don't get it. Yeah, exactly. I think that is pretty much what it is. Why don't people like to sound super thocky? I think it's more so, at least for me, right? It's just that I personally have a preference for like a roomier sound for the case. But I think that the case foam prevents that from happening, which is fine. It's more muted than thocky. Yeah, it is more muted than thocky right now. It is more muted than thocky. Promise that there's no option for other sounds. That is true right now. It will be available in the future once they provide more options for plates and maybe more materials for case foam. I don't know. I mean, innovation can happen in the future, but yeah. It sounds exactly like the Polaris, but when you think of it, if a TKL sounds the same as a 60%, then you need to identify what makes it such that they sound the same. And I think the answer, personally, to that question is that they both have plenty of foam within the case that pushes everything against the enclosure, like, you know, inside surfaces, right? But yeah, I think my overall takeaway though is that people paid $650, $540, $650, $700, whatever that might be. And like, obviously there's some QC details to iron out. There are some like options to have. Like, it would be great if more options are provided in the future. And yeah, like that experience, like, you know, founders are not alpha testers. I think that's kind of like what would be a better way to put it. Like, if you're selling a product, you should make your first buyers to feel like alpha testers, right? They should feel like they're buying a product that's premium and that like promises the same, like, like meets the quality that you promise, as you know. Oh, also I think this is like not. 2 off bongo, Alhex. I made one of them with Hello Caps, and he kept one. I gave him one, and I kept one myself. Anyway, Greek Beige is nice. I'm happy with it. A few small things I wanted to fix about it, but GMK just kept it as is, and it's fine with me. But yeah, it looks pretty nice still. And again, the bottom is like that mode. You can see me, you can see the camera. Very shiny. I can like angle it to the front. I'm at the back. The guy who ran Greek Beige should run another beige altogether. Another base altogether. What if I told you that I might? Are you going to contact GMK about your scooped F? I'm going to contact Novel Keys about my scooped F. Yeah, I'm going to contact Mike of Novel Keys about scooped F. I do want a replacement. I do want to have 7 full or whatever, however many full kits I had. You weighed this earlier. I did not weigh it. I only weighed the bottom piece. I never weighed the total. So I can weigh it now. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, it's in grams for now. It weighs 2,329 grams, which is an equivalent to 5 pounds and 2 ounces. So if I recall correctly, the bottom piece was 1 kilogram. Was that right? So the rest of the assembly weighs about the same, a little more. So let's call it 55% and 45% of the weight is distributed like that. Red Devil's moles are in the GMK library now. Oh, cool. The singular Hangul characters. I mean, that's cool. That's awesome. Alright, well, that's all I got for today, guys. It looks like chat got heated today. But, you know, such is life. Alright, Gym Leader Nathan is streaming, so I will probably raid them. Thank you for the people who did stay, despite all that was happening today. I hope you had fun. But if not, I just joined so I don't know what's going on. Well, we're done. But yeah. Yeah, thanks for the good times, guys. Solid build as always. Oh, thank you. Well handled. I mean, I think I could handle it better. I'm definitely not at my 100%. So I do apologize to the people who might feel that I said something offensive or said something that, you know, didn't make them feel great. Like, you know. If it made you feel uncomfortable, I hope that you know, if you bring it up, that's okay. I'll confront it. But yeah, I do appreciate everyone's company and time and opinions. Yep. All right, let's get going. Gym Leader Nathan with 2 N's. Gym Leader Nathan. Alrighty, friends. It would not be a debate anymore. You don't have to apologize for anything. It's your stream. You're playing your thoughts well, things. It's okay. Yeah, it's just... Guys, adopt the philosophy, okay? Look, let me... Hopefully this won't run out while I'm doing this. But... Please don't run out. Where's the text? Where's the text box? Where's the text box? Text box. New source. Here it is. Board. No. Nothing serious. Board is just a board. Kevin Lim. Linworks. How do I make it bigger? Okay, guys. This is the lesson for today. Take care. Have fun. See you next time. Alright, thank you guys. Take it easy. Have a good night.